And good afternoon, everyone. This is your favourite, I'll say that favourite, quote unquote favourite, Commander Alpha 666 or Alpine Alpha. Also on going out to lovely Twitch today, and to YouTube, and to Steam, and Mixer. On Mixer as well. What am I doing online? Why am I streaming today? I thought you were gonna be on Monday. Well, the problem is I couldn't sleep anymore. I went to bed about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning, so I didn't stream last night. It was just due to the fact that my lovely fiancée was in bed asleep, and I didn't want to disturb her, and I felt like I wanted to give the stream a bit more energy, as I normally do, because, well, you guys deserve it. I did, however, pop on last night and see a couple of people. I did a couple of things. And I've got a new ship. Yes, I do. I have a new ship. And I can't remember what it's called. But as you can see, it's an Asp Explorer. It's all kitted out. And we're going to go on an adventure. Yay! Now, I've already kind of almost plotted a route today. We'll be going to, if I can return to the surface, I want to show you my gorgeous ship today. Let's see. As you probably see in the details right here, I am still at the Sol system. I'm the Abraham Lincoln, my home base, you could say. I just flew out, got this, flew back again, you know, the usual stuff. But yeah, let's have a look at my ship. This is my ship, if I can get out of free camera mode. I did pop on last night as well to sort something out. Do you know SRVs? And do you know Hatos? Hatos. Yeah, hands on throttle and stick. I sorted it out so I can use my SRV using an Xbox One controller. And that works quite well. But yeah, this is my lovely ship. It is called Astraeus. And the reason it's Astraeus because that's the Greek god of stars and moons and things like that. I thought it fitted quite nicely. I really did. So, our plan today is the following. Now, I plotted this out last night. That's where we were yesterday. Get rid of that on the way back, and it took us ages just to go there, and that is approximately 400 light years away. Where I want to go is here to start off with. And that's almost at Sagittarius A. It's about halfway to Sagittarius A. But that is 19,999 light years. As far, as close as I can get to plotting a route to where I need to go. So when I get stuck doing it. My jump range is a lot better than my Chieftain. I still own my Chieftain. Still in storage. My jump range is 32.59 light years. So, with that said, yeah, so with that said, let's crack on. I'll do this. Okie dokies, right. Yeah. The Chieftain has arrived at Abraham Lincoln. Okay, right. Let's do this. Landing gear retracted. Let's do this. What is that? Is that? That was a Type 9 Heavy. Okie dokies.
We have no valuable cargo on board. Please hold your scan.
Oh, still mass locked. Still mass locked. Let's send some messages out. Good afternoon, Norca.
Federal flight control now offline. You're clear to resume own navigation.
Who else is online today? Zelestra. Ah, right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging. I must admit one thing though, it does take a while to jump. Unlike my chiefdom, this takes a while to just go. Boom! Boop. Straight to the sun. And my fuel skip works. Nice. Basically, my idea is jump, fuel scoop, jump, fuel scoop, jump, fuel scoop. I mean, look how fast that is filling. Right, next one. Basically, what we're trying to do is we got 667 jumps to the start of, 667 jumps. Weather is lovely outside.
Temperature critical.
Temperature critical.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
You probably have noticed, yes, I don't have shields because they just wear you down. They do. So all I'm doing, okay, currently cooking my asp.
Frameshift drive charging.
Astraeus is the name of the ship today. So yes, let's do this. Basically today I am travelling to the centre of the universe.
4, 3,
And yeah. So this. I can't believe I'm awake. It's 20 past 1 in the afternoon and I should be normally asleep. However, I just couldn't sleep today. Ready for my night shift tonight. So I thought, why not jump online? Do some Elite Dangerous. Crack on with my new adventure to the centre of the universe and beyond. So,
fuel scooping complete.
you know. Oh dear, right. Yesterday we were talking about things I haven't watched on, like sci-fi thingies.
Frameshift
And I got a lovely list going on. And I went to my other half last night and I said to her, hey, do you mind watching Orville? And she's like, Orville? As in the bird? No, not Orville, you know, the Orville. And she was just like, what's that? You know, it's a bit like Star Trek, but funny. And she said, what? With the comment, you know, Family Guy, like, oh, the Star Trek sci-fi piss take thingy, and I'm like, yes, I think. She says, no,
fuel
not at all.
disengaged.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So she comes in, I make her dinner, right? It was pasta bolognese pasta bake. Just had some bolognese from there from the lasagna I made the other day. So she comes in, we have dinner. She gets into her gym jams.
Good afternoon. Nice to see you back.
Good afternoon to you, Norca, as well if you're viewing. But yeah. So you know, she comes in, gets into her gym jam. She loves getting into her gym jams after a hard day work. We talk about how her day went, and next thing I know, I've said to her, look, we can watch a movie tonight. Okay, I just want to chill, watch a movie with you. And she says, yeah, sure, we'll watch a movie. And we just replied to her. And so we put on the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Me personally, I prefer the old one with Gene Hackman.
Fuel scooping complete.
So and a stream. There we go.
Temperature critical.
Oh, I do need to move away from that sun as well because I'm cooking like a. And start my new adventure. And good afternoon to the lovely viewers. I've only got 2 viewers, but oh well. Good afternoon to the lovely viewers. By all means, jump into the conversation. I can see what you're texting and stuff like that. Normally have some really good subjects going on today, and I have got some good subjects coming up as well. But let me just finish the story. So yeah, she comes in, dinner, she gets into in jams. We jump on the bed, right? Because she wants to lie down. She's had a bit of a bad back. So she jumps onto the bed. Okay, and we stick on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I was surprised to see you, not expecting you until Monday.
So, oh dear, now Max has come online. Oh dear. So yeah, and we start watching this movie. You got to put up with me trying to kind of carry 2 or 3 conversations. I think I'm getting better now. And halfway through this movie, so I'm cuddling her, as you do. She's like, she sits up, sits down, halfway through the movie, right? And halfway through the movie, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So I thought to myself, I'm going to say hello to Nemix because he's a... So I thought to myself, okay, we'll watch this. We're getting on with it.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I look at the time. It's about 10 to 8 in the evening, and I hear just a little snore. I go, you alright, babe? Babe? I look down. She is so fast asleep. I was like, oh. Put any movie on, right? She'll fall asleep straight away. But even the movie that she's watched, she'll say, "Oh, if you put a movie on that I haven't watched, or I really enjoy it, I won't fall asleep. She said it last night. I won't fall asleep, but she did. She fell asleep, and I'm like, oh, great. And the worst part is, I get up, I pop to Tesco's, get my lunch for the next few days. My packed lunches, and little couple of bits and pieces."
07 Happy Smiley.
That's cool, that is. I go to Tesco's, like I said, my stuff for the night, and come back. She's still asleep. This is about 11 o'clock at night now, well, 10 o'clock at night. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to jump on my PC, I'm going to game for a little bit. So I jump on, and I think to myself, do you know what? The last couple of streams I've done, brilliant streams, really interactive, really great fun with a load of commanders coming on, chatting away and having a good time. However, there was something missing. I messed up because I only had my Chiefs in 1590s. So I thought, do you know what? Just for Monday, let's get the ship ready. Let's buy a ship. Let's buy an Asp Explorer, because it's the only thing I can really afford. Let's kit it out for exploration. And let's head beyond the stars. So that's what I did last night. I even painted it as well, in case you didn't see anything. Hey, it's the only problem about the hostess. I mean, come on. That is one of those gorgeous ships, isn't it? Don't you think? See, I like the colour scheme on it. So,
Frameshift drive
and I thought, do you know what? Since I'm here, since I've already got the ship, I'll take a picture of it and I'll post it online. Just the name of it, Astraeus. My screenshots aren't working. Gold is better. Yes, Norka, I will admit to you, gold is better. Gold is far more better than this, okay? But unlike you, I'm not. I didn't do the beta, okay? I mean, gold is great. I mean, Norka, when I jumped on last night, Norka was so excited to see my ship. He was excited. He said to me, "Oh, Alpha, I've got to show you my paintwork on my Arse Explorer because it's it's amazing. It's probably the best thing you've ever seen." Okay, and I said, "Really? Yeah, it's gold." And I'm thinking to myself, "Really, gold?" He says, "Yeah, I'm right outside the Abraham Lincoln in the Solar System. How about you fly out and have a quick look?" So I flew out.
Frameshift drive charging.
Went out of the Abraham Lincoln. I didn't go to hyperspace, hypercruise or whatever, super cruise, and I just sat there. Pew! Over in the distance, I see this.
Ready to engage.
What I would like to kind of think is a gold chicken nugget flying towards me, and it gets closer. I mean, I'm gonna call it a chicken nugget. That's what I'm calling your ship now, Anoka. I'm calling it the chicken nugget, and you should name it the chicken nugget or the McNugget. That's it, the McNugget. For the people who yeah,
Fuel scooping.
overselling it. So I'm overselling it now. So this gold kind of chicken nugget comes flying towards me, and I'm thinking,
Complete.
gold on a ship, it's going to look really, really tacky. It's going to look horrid. And he gets close to me, and he just passes by me. And I get this kind of feeling of jealousy come across me. I'm like, oh, that actually looks really quite cool.
Drive charging.
It looks really quite cool. And I can't remember what the ship was called, but it was like, yeah, I do want a gold ship, but I won't be able to get one. So I'm going to stick with my colours. I'm going to stick with this one.
4, 3,
Yeah, good afternoon, Norka. How you doing today, buddy? You okay? Having a good day? How's the weather where you are? What are you up to? It's lovely and sunny, but a little bit breezy today, which means I hope is it going to be warm tonight when I'm out tonight, because I like being warm and I love walking around warm. But yeah, like I said a little bit earlier, Norka, I couldn't sleep anymore, so that's why I'm doing this adventure. Starting the adventure early, however, it is being recorded on YouTube, amongst other things as well. Okay, I've got to be careful how do you say Asperger's, because it can sound a bit like Asperger's. Well, I say. I'm going to finish the passion mission I'm doing, park the Python, and then chase you down with the chicken nuggets.
frameshift drive charging.
Here comes the chicken nugget. It's a bit like Benny Hill, really. I mean, you know what Benny Hill is, don't you? Hang on. What if I can actually... Here you go, Benny Hill. That's how I feel when someone's chasing me down and they're trying to catch me up. I wonder if Highland Gunner will pop online today and say hello. So, oh, that's a bit loud still.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm really nasally today as well, so I apologise. I really do apologise if I'm sniffing down a microphone or breathing down a microphone too much. But just let me know as well. But yeah, yes. So it's one of those things, really.
Frameshift
My
drive
other, so
charging.
going back to my other half, she fell asleep at 8 o'clock last night, and she slept all night long. And I climbed into bed about 4 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm knackered.
4, 3,
But the only problem about it is she was lying in such an awkward position that I couldn't get comfortable. I tried pushing her over, but no, you know, she's like a log. She won't wake up. And it was like, "Ugh." So yeah, I just got a bit fed up with her this morning. I'm so glad she went to work.
fuel scooping.
Now what was I going to say? That's what I was going to say. Do you remember the
Fuel scooping.
the butterfly story from yesterday? And I believe Namex, in his lovely wisdom, clipped that and sent. Obviously, he's made a clip of it, and I obviously retweeted it. And I thought, you know, yeah, I'll see it goes out. Well, I showed Katie that last night when she came home, and you know what she said to me? She obviously she was laughing, giggling away as she does. Apparently, I'm the funny one in our relationship. She claims she's the funny one in our relationship. However, I'm really the funny one. So, so she watches it, and do you know what she says to me? She looks at me, looks down at me because obviously she's sat right next to me. She says to me,
Fuel scooping.
"I hope you tell him that I saved you from that butterfly." She didn't save me. I did it. Really. Just nobody tell her that I told you, okay?
Frame shift drive charging.
Oh, pardon me. So, I was clearing out my desk a little bit earlier
3,
last night. I found the remote and I can't remember. It's one of those light thing remote thingies, and it's got no batteries in it, and I should really get a battery for it. But I remember buying a little light thing on cheap on Amazon. You know, like LED light strips for behind my screen, behind, you know, underneath the desk bit, where my screen sits. So I've got a little riser. It makes it look great. It really does. Can't control it
complete.
because obviously when I purchased the thing, the remote came along. Didn't come with batteries. So there's a button you have to press all the time. However, luckily, the good thing is, hang on a second. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. That's bad. I'm so glad you didn't hear that. The good thing is, right, I've got a little USB hub over there, which has actually got switches, so I can actually switch them on and switch them off when I want or / need them. And I thought, do you know what? I'll use that, and it's brilliant. It does it. So really, I don't need that, but it'd be really quite cool. Just go. Hey, what? Red lights. Red alert. Battle stations. Not that I will be doing any battling in this because I have 0 shields, 0 weapons, and nothing. This is just solely exploration.
Fuel scooping.
Now, I'm at the Scorpius Dark region at the moment.
Fuel
The
scooping.
question I want to know is where I'm 652 jumps now. That's going down a lot quicker than I thought. Do you think I've left a bubble? Or am I on the edge of the bubble? I reckon I'm on the edge. Oh no. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I left the bubble ages ago, didn't I? I not realised it. What's the last star there? I want to see if that is that map. That is a fuel star. Do you know what? I'm gonna scoop at that star there, so we get a little bit, so we can kind of move on a little bit quicker through these things. Is it me, or is the whole? Sorry, is it me or is the frame shift drive slower to charge on my ass than it is my chieftain, because I remember it being a little bit quick on my chieftain. I could be wrong, but I could be right as well. So, okay, I'm gonna crash into that tunnel if I don't do anything really quickly, and I'm having a really difficult with this camera today. Aren't I? Ah, yeah. Stay.
Fuel scooping complete.
Stay. Good camera. It's not even on the proper mount, it's actually sat on a speaker on my desk. So, same time across all drives, only mass lock affects the charge time. Yeah, okay. Cheers, Namex. And thank you for that lovely clip yesterday. Really appreciate it. You bastard. But yeah, I'll remember that. It's just me then, it's nothing else. Cool. Oh dear. I do need to get myself a new baseball cap. I do love this cap, but I want to get something that's got a logo on it or something like that. I mean, you know. Anytime, man, anytime. But Namex, what do you think of my lovely, gorgeous asp?
Fuel scooping.
It is called the Astraeus, which in Greek mythology is I think it's the god of the stars and moon,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
or goddess, stars and moon, I can't remember. I'm just going to Google quickly that, okay? Astraeus. Oh, the Titan god of the stars, planets, and the art of astrology. Seems a little shieldless. Yes, it is a little shieldless. The reason being, because as soon as you leave the bubble, you don't need, you're not.
Frame shift drive
I didn't need my
charging.
shields yesterday, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna push this as the highest jump range I can get it without engineers, because obviously I haven't got time to engineer it. And yeah,
3,
it's doing the job. It's doing the job. I mean, we've already left the bubble a while ago, heading to the center of the universe. Gonna head to the big black hole. Sneeze in a second.
fuel scooping.
There you go, just sneezing away there. Pardon me. Do apologise. You do need shields out the bubble when you land on planet. Cheers, matey. I can read your thing.
Frame shift drive charging.
When you land on planets. Well, is that because if you land too heavily you damage your ship? Or is it... If that's the case... It's a bit late now anyway. If that's the case, I'll be really careful. Okay? But I've also got... I'll actually go for my ship in a minute after this jump, and I'll show you what I've got in my ship. And how I've set it up. And probably one or two of you are going to be like, oh god, Alpha, why have you done that again? Why have you made that mistake? Okay, right, so let's just move away from this. Right. Modules, I have, obviously the thrusters, 2 auto field maintenance units, a planetary vehicle hangar with 1 SRV in it, a fuel scoop, cargo hatch, a 3D power distributor. Yes, I got myself a standard docking computer, okay? Didn't take any light years off, and I thought, you know what? After a long trip around the universe, I don't particularly want to, come back and dock it and smash it up on a dock. Detailed surface scanner, advanced discovery scanner, and that is it. That is basically it. That is all I have, and I've got no weapons. So, yeah. I could just hear some of you going in the... I can hear some of you going, oh god, why? Oh, kicking my ass. Right. Most landings aren't light as feathers. You'll get a bit damaged without shields. Okay. Okay. Moti,
Nothing
engineered. No, unfortunately, I haven't got this one engineered. I'm afraid. I've only purchased it last night, off stream. Set it up for deep space exploration, which is what I'm doing. And doing that. So I'm seeing. Also, that's the challenge bit. You see, I'm seeing if you can take a shit that's not engineered out. Just like I took the I'm saying that's a challenge for me. You know, from the other day was taking the chieftain out. That was a challenge and a half. But today I am taking this out, non-engineered, and trying to kind of go boldly where no man has gone before.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
My brother's case in between a woman's legs. Oh dear. I mean, look at that. 32.29 light year jumps.
4,
I mean,
3, 2, 1.
that is twice as good. Yeah. A 30 light year jump range can get to the core easily. But there you go. There you go. When I first got this as before, you know, kitting it out with the best FSD and the rest of it licensed to get rid of the weapons, its jump range is about 15. So pretty much what I was flying in my Chieftain yesterday, which is actually engineered but not the FSD, just the thrusters are engineered. So I don't know why I'm fuel scooping when I want to fuel scoop later.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, but yeah, and I'm hoping, I really am hoping that the fact that when I take it to Beagle Point or Sagae or Colonia.
2, 1.
Why would you take it there? Just out of curiosity. Because I see, when someone says I wouldn't go there with that, I see that as a challenge. You see, I don't see an obstacle, I see challenges.
Fuel scooping.
I mean, is it going to turn out a bit like yesterday, where I got a bit stuck, a bit hung up on, oh god, out there by Cole 69 and Cole 70.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Where is Beagle Point? I'm just gonna. Beagle Point is very fun and many big gaps without scoopable stars. You're probably right there, actually. Yeah, you're definitely right. There's a few, but what's that? 64. Oh, I'm looking at them. That's thousands. 60. That is. Hang on. I'm just working out in my head. 60 minus 25. Well, it is doable, it looks like. I mean, 18. Oh, yeah, I can see why. Thinking about it, looking at the state of the stars. You need something to jump between the galaxy arms because of the gap. Yeah. Ah, is that the gap there, by any chance? Right. So you reckon I shouldn't go to Sagittarius A then? Whoa, what's that? Loads of jumpable stars there. Sorry.
Frameshift
So
drive charging.
I can see why Beagle Point would be a headache. Thinking about it, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be able to do that in my Python. Not Python. No, Python.
4, 3,
would be able to do that in my Chieftain. Not at all. Not at all. With my epoxy little 15 light year jump on that. But yeah, let's. Do you know what? Let's go to that destination that I've already got planned in. Okay. But instead of
Fuel scooping.
having a certain destination to head to, why don't I go? Is it possible for me to go around that Sagittarius A
Fuel scoop disengaged.
and then swing back? I had a 51 light year range. When I went there, and had a few places where it was hard to plot a route.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, Moti, buddy, you've never come across Commander Alpha hitting the stars. Yeah, I'll probably have a bigger issue because of my 30 jump range. So, but we're out here for the experience, out here for the fun, and out here just to kind of chat away and chill, and like we did in the last couple of days. But yeah, the reason I am here, Moti, I've probably repeated it myself. You've probably heard it before. Is the fact that I couldn't sleep anymore, and I'm so wide awake that I thought, you know what, instead of laying in bed and watching YouTube, because as much fun laying in bed and watching YouTube is, I might as well do something a little bit more fun. Let's see, I might as well start this adventure, because I was been thinking about this adventure all night last night, and I had the kind of itchy,
Fuel scooping complete.
you know, I want to get out there. But that's what I thought. Sure, I'm gonna start it now. You can go there, but better inform the fuel rats so they'll be ready to come save you.
Frameshift drive charging.
I won't need the fuel rats. I got you guys. I hope. Maybe. Please, anyone? I got Commander Norka with his little golden mass. Got to be heading behind me as well. He'll probably surpass me. He'll probably go vomit. He'll probably sat at the far end going, oh, hang on. Oh, what am I was waiting for you. You've taken your time to get to me, Alpha.
Fuel scooping.
And there'll be me, kind of half a ship left, wings falling off it, nothing, you know,
Fuel scooping complete.
just broken. If you have ED Discovery installed, there's a 3 amount of many interesting points you can visit. ED Discovery, I don't have it installed. However, since you're saying that, is it, you know, you've got to install it really, haven't you? ED Discovery? Is it GitHub, isn't it? No? Yes? Oh. That looks interesting. That looks really interesting. I'll have to bookmark that for now. Download the application here. Joe, I'll download that. Okay, and I will install that in the background. Let's download the zip. Yeah, it's downloading. Right, cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
That was downloaded. We'll go back to that in a minute, 'cause, you know, we don't just get bored, just be kind of fiddling around my computer. So,
4, 3,
but yeah, if you know of any interesting places, I mean, where my location I'm heading to, and where I am at the moment, is obviously on the screen. Well, where I am at that moment in time is on the screen, so you know, that'd be wonderful. Just don't send me into a burning rubble wreck place, and I'll probably get. Here's a question then. Actually thinking about it.
Fuel scooping complete.
when I was out there by the Pleiades sector, and there was that whole kind of Thargoid issue. 30 megabytes, tiny. Do you think that I will end up? Sorry if the screen cuts out a little bit because I'm just installing ED Discovery. Do you think the Thargoids will be out this side of the bubble as well? Because I don't particularly want to take on a Thargoid with, well, with angry stares, you could say. That's all I'll have. Angry stare. I can stare at them angrily. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody's seen them over there yet. Oh, okay. So I should be safe. I should be. Right. Whilst that's still fuel scooping, we'll have a quick look. Running Discovery. Does it? ED Discovery is now running. Does that kind of? I'm gonna have to look at that. I want to take you if you don't have cargo. They want. Oh, there I'm going more aggressive towards them. Oh, fair enough. So I should be safe anyway. Right. Okay. So it's kind of downloading. Right. So ED Discovery is currently looking at my where I am, where I've been, and all that lot, isn't it? It's kind of tracks that. Oh, fair enough. So that's doing that in the background. It looks really quite cool, actually. I've never actually the only programs I've seen for kind of star mapping is, well, the ones that are on. They only pick on people who have not seen Firefly. Well, I'm screwed. Okay, alright. Okay. Right, okay, what I'll do then, I'll set to you, okay, I'm going to download, I can't watch it tonight because I know tonight's going to be a busy one. Tonight, Thursday night's always a busy one for me. I won't have a lot of time just to chill. But Saturday nights are quieter, Friday nights are quiet as well. So what I'll do is tomorrow, when I finish work, because I've, you know, whenever you finish work, I'm still kind of wound up. It'll take me a while to actually chill out. I'll jump on, I'll download a couple of episodes of Firefly, stick on my tablet, and see how we're getting on. So, and you'll find that out Monday when I do a stream. You can have an account in EDSM. Oh wait, hang on. No Thargoid's been sent out that way yet. Guardians have been though, in some nebulas. Now the only Guardians I know are the ones out of Destiny 2, so I hope it's those ones you're talking about. Woo. You can have an account in EDSM, which I do, or in Ara, and ED Discoveries can send data to these accounts. Actually, I've got EDSM, which is Elite Dangerous Star Mapping, isn't it? And it's always, I logged into it and I had to log into my my commander's account on there, and it used that my Frontier login. So sorry, my Elite Dangerous login, and downloaded all that. So I don't know. So I'm hoping. Let's have a quick look what it's doing. This will take a while. How long does it take? Alpha 6006.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping. What's that? Okie dokies, right. Right. I have no idea what's been going on in the news today, recently. Oh, that does still work on that button. I have literally today when I just woke up, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna jump on. I haven't had a shave, haven't had a shower. I just thought, you know, I'm gonna jump on now. I'll have a shave shower a little bit later. Before my fiance comes home and I'll make dinner and then I'll go to work. Guardians are the other alien race in the game. Old enemies are the Thargoids. We are only finding their ruins at the moment, as we are 70% sure they are dead, a dead civilization now. Didn't we just, when the Thargoids started, quote unquote, didn't we just find crashed Thargoid ships? I mean, was that the case? Was that it? I mean, if I remember correctly. So is that? So do you reckon that the Guardians will come back? So I know on one of my passenger missions in the early days of Commander Alpha 6006, I took a passenger, a research scientist, to a planet where there was a crashed Thargoid ship in the Pleiades sector, and back again. And this is before I knew. Well, this is before, you know, there was all this news and hype. I wouldn't say hype, news about Thargoids. So, but who knows? Who knows if they'll come back? And I had a friend of mine on Xbox Live who plays his only on Xbox. I know, poor console player. Okay, hang on. Get back to my story in a second. Well, there's Thargoid structures and crashed ships, but we also have an ancient ruins and guardian structures out and around too. So we could see guardians, couldn't we? Possibly. But you said in your last message, Namex, is the Guardians or the old enemies of the Thargoids, right? However, we all know the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, do you think if the Guardians were there, they'll become our friends and we could fight the Thargoids? I don't know. Commander Lorca, these passenger missions are a pain. I'll be going out the airlock in a minute. Oh god, I hate the ones who are just so demanding. Where was I? I was in the middle of nowhere once, and I'm being absolutely nowhere. And one of the passengers sent me a message saying, you know, we want a bottle of champagne. Where the hell am I going to get champagne out here? I mean, seriously. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I'm looking at the ED Discovery thingy now. That's cool. It is actually real-time tracking what I'm doing. Fuel scoop, discovery scan, discovery, fuel scoop. That is cool. That is. I'll have a look. That's brilliant, dude. Thanks, matey. I really appreciate that. I'll have to have a decent look at that when I stop streaming a little bit later. Well, the info we have so far is that the Guardians are extinct. We said that about Thargoids, didn't we? But there are options to possibly see them in the future if Frontier want to bring them in. We kind of use their tech already against the Thargoids, so we can unlock Guardian weapons and modules. Yes. Yeah. It's. See, I don't know much about the lore about the canon about Elite Dangerous, but think of it this way: if you had a civilization that is extinct, you would kind of hint at it, and then Slowly bring them in. Maybe one ship flying to and one commander spotted. That's it. Before anything else. A bit like how they brought the Thargoids in.
Fuel scooping.
When that first commander was interdicted by a Thargoid ship, where it's, you know, completely knocked his ship out of action, scanned him, and disappeared. Those many months ago. So, who knows? Who knows? But I hope they do something with it. Really. Who knows?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, the whole Thargoid thing was pretty cool, actually. I mean, did any of you see the little short video that Frontier put out about the stations that were attacked a few months ago? I think it was not too long ago. It was earlier this year. I mean, I thought it was brilliant. So, but the question I had, is the Thargoids were on their way to the bubble, correct?
Fuel scooping.
I hope so. Do you think that they'll decimate the bubble, causing
Fuel scooping complete.
mankind? They're being attacked into war after all. Yeah, you're right, it is war. Do you think they will enter the bubble and try and decimate that bubble and destroy it, forcing
Frameshift drive
commanders just to kind of evacuate the bubble and disband,
charging. 4, 3, 2,
disbanding everyone to the galaxy, to the universe, sorry. But that would be interesting, but I don't know if I'd enjoy that, but I don't know if I would. I mean, just imagine if they actually attacked the bubble and they took down these power, they took down the powers, and let's just say, I hope you took a picture of home before you left. Yeah, I'll go back there in a few days' time or a few weeks' time, depending how long this adventure takes me. And there won't be anything left of the bubble. And I'll be the only commander left, and I'll be like,
frameshift drive charging.
lonely, I am so lonely. And then I'll probably get destroyed by a Thargoid myself. So.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, is anyone at work today? Is anyone watching me whilst at work? I wish I could just listen to streams whilst at work. You know. Must feel way
Fuel
to listen
scooping.
to someone live at work, and I'm saying that, and I realise, yeah, there's the radio, and I do listen to the bit on the radio.
Complete.
You know. Only you could save mankind. Oh, you're home today, Norca. Cool. Obviously, you're playing Elite Dangerous. Only you can save mankind.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, I can save mankind with my no weapons, my no shields. All I can do is like the movie Home.
4,
Really good movie that is.
2,
Where I can only just do run away. The Cinder was attacked today with no warning, but we have been fighting the Thargoid invasion of the bubble using the Eagle Eye platform. We didn't get a message this time though, so the Thargoids got to attack. What's the Eagle Eye platform? Can someone explain that? Is like our kind of super weapon, our main defense? Because what I've got in my head right now, when everyone says like that platform, I'm thinking, if you ever play Halo
frameshift
3,
drive charging.
and you've got those kind of stations plotted around Earth, and they just shoot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. You see, start of Halo 3, and I shouldn't be swinging scissors around. I'll probably end up slicing my throat or something. Why do I have scissors on my desk anyway? I didn't cut anything. I've not done anything with scissors recently. No, my luck. Probably Katie's shoved them there. What have I actually got on my desk? Got on the go cable there.
Fuel scooping.
So what's the weather like where you lovely people are today? It's lovely and sunny over here. No, literally sunny. No, it is lovely and sunny. It's got that weird kind of breeze to it, but I'm hoping it'll stay that way overnight.
Charging.
Eagle Eye is basically a network of that listens to Thargoid communications, and then we go collect the data and decrypt them. Then we find where the Thargoid is going to attack. Oh, it's a bit like during World War II and the machine, the machine. Oh God. Bit cloudy over here near Twickenham. There you go. The I think it's the, you know, where I can't remember what it's called. What machine did they use? The Germans used the Enigma machine.
Fuel scooping complete.
And Berkeley Park, yeah. Yeah, cheers, no, Max. I said it just before you posted it. But cheers for that. I knew you had my back, buddy.
Temperature critical.
The Enigma machine in Berkeley Park. Katie went to Berkeley Park the other day. I was so jealous. I really was. I mean, I was asleep and she went with her family. And because I don't speak to my family at all anymore, but actually, yeah, Berkeley Park. Berkeley Park. I got it wrong as well. But yeah, she went there.
Frame shift.
And I don't talk to my family at all. Not at all. So, but, you know, she went with her family and I was just really quite jealous actually. And she got some really nice pictures. And so I said it was a lovely sunny day. So she turned around and said to me, look, I'll take you at some point. Because it's lovely to Park. Have any of you seen the movie? With that, the Imitation Game. I think it's the Imitation Game.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, Moti. Cheers, Moti, as well. Have any of you actually seen the Imitation Game with Shovelface? What's her name? And
Fuel scooping complete.
Sherlock Holmes. Oh god, what's his name? I can't remember their names. I can't remember the actor's name. But I watched it a few months ago. No, actually, it was a couple of years ago. When it came out on DVD, and I really enjoyed it. I really did.
4, 3,
It is worth a watch. Oh, I don't know who suggested The Intern yesterday. Katie and I started watching it, but she wasn't in the mood to watch The Intern. Benedict Cumberbatch, that's it, or some nonsense. Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch. And when I say Shovelface, I mean, what's her name? She's also in Pirates of the Caribbean. She looks like she's been hit in the face with a shovel. Keira Knightley, that's the one. I mean, come on, she looks gorgeous, but her face is like,
fuel scooping complete.
boom.
Frame shift.
Don't know why,
drive
so.
charging.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, that is someone having a joke with someone's name. Benedict Cumberbatch.
3, 2,
I bet you anything, his teachers hated him. If he had a middle name as well. When I have a kid, I want to have a really long name. As in
temperature.
a double-barreled first name. And a double-barreled surname.
Fuel scooping.
So the teachers will hate writing his name. So The Intern, not really your style. Do you know what? Actually, I enjoyed it. I really did start to enjoy it. And I got really started to get into it. And it was about half an hour in, and Katie turns around and says to me, "I don't really fancy watching this today." but I like it, but I don't want to watch it. I want to watch something I've already seen. So I thought, okay. So, but we stuck it on Namex, and it's currently on pause, you could say. But we'll have to go back to it
Frameshift drive charging.
soon. So, but yeah, I did enjoy it from what I watched of it. Bit of a shame that I just stopped watching it. I was getting into it. We ended up watching Alice in Wonderland instead. Any of you kind of Harry Potter fans or anything like that? Because later on this year, I think November the 16th is the release date for the cinemas, in the cinemas that is, for the next Fantastic Beasts movie. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, although I went to Harry Potter World Studios the other day,
Fuel scooping
Katie's
complete.
birthday. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that, because I don't know if you watched the last Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It looks rather interesting, it really does. Let's have a look quickly. That's pretty cool. I'm looking at this. However, just looking at the... Oh. Well, Elite Dangerous Discovery has crashed. Completely. We'll sort that out later. Programs don't normally crash on my PC, but that's the first thing it's crashed on it since I rebuilt my PC. So I upgraded everything the other day. Nearly £400 worth of upgrades. New motherboard, new chipset, new RAM. You know, I went from DDR3 to DDR4. Went from a AMD FX 9350 to a Ryzen 5 1600X, overclocked now. And with my other stuff, shoved it in our computer.
Fuel scooping.
I even brought it. Do you know what? I even purchased an SSD for her computer because she's still running a mechanical hard drive, and I brought an SSD for her computer just for her
Fuel
Windows system.
scooping complete.
Okay. And so she jumps on the computer, and I said, "So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?" After playing it for a little while, do you think it's fast? It's fast. Do you think it runs quicker? Bear in mind, her motherboard, for example, her SATA or SATA 2. You know, now it's SATA 6 we're on, isn't it?
3,
So it was SATA 2, and it was a dual core something or other. It was an old CPU in it with 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and talking about 1330. 1333 megahertz. So
fuel scooping.
I said to her, "What do you think? Is it any quicker? Is it any quicker?" Do you know what she said to me? And I kid you not. Bear in mind, I finished work at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. Came home, done all the computer, all that lot.
Fuel scoop
You know, my computer, her computer, before, and just reinstalled Windows on both systems before going to sleep.
Frameshift drive charging.
And do you know what she says to me? I don't know any different. I can't tell any difference. I could have throttled her over there, and I was like, yeah. Did an upgrade recently to Ryzen 2700. Oh, nice. 16 gig of DDR4 and an X470 board. Nice. I was going to go for the 2700 series, the 2000 series. However, I just looking at the specs and I was thinking umming and ahhing, so I thought, do you know what? My motherboard I can upgrade it later, you know, because I've got a B350 something,
Fuel scooping.
an Asus board, and I can, if I get
Fuel
the
scooping complete.
chipset now, later on down the road, I can upgrade it to whatever's coming out, because obviously the BIOS update and stuff like that. Although I did find out something really cool about my BIOS just the other day. when I was looking into it,
Warning.
when I was
Critical.
going through the actual BIOS settings.
Frameshift drive
Bear in mind,
charging.
I've never really updated it my own BIOS before. I've never got a USB stick. Yeah, do I actually have a USB stick on this desk? Is it all on her desk? It's probably all on her desk.
3, 2,
No, I don't have a USB stick here. That's weird. Anyway, so, and you would get a USB stick, download the BIOS onto that, and then stick it into the computer, and then I'd update it that way. Now, I've never done that because I thought I'd brick the system. I really honestly did. And yeah, you can only really brick it if you're using the wrong BIOS from the wrong manufacturer, and if your power goes out whilst you're doing it. Now, my lovely home has not really gone out. It's only gone out once, and that was because there was a big fault down the road from it.
fuel skipping.
However, this is the cool thing. When I went into the BIOS, because I was just doing overclocking on it, simple overclock,
Frameshift drive charging.
and obviously had the Ethernet port plugged in all a lot, and it said update BIOS. I thought, I'll click on that. Update via internet. Click on it. And it said downloading BIOS. Do you want to install? I'm like, hey, yeah. It does it by itself this time, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. I've never had to do, never kind of. Bear in mind, my last board was at least 5 years old, but now it's just like this new board I've got in it is just like amazing. Love it, absolutely love it.
Fuel skipping.
The only problem with it is all my previous stuff inside my computer case was blue, so I've got blue fans, blue everything. This new stuff is all red.
Skipping complete.
So I've still got blue fans on the outside, but looking out the window, it's all bright red now,
Frameshift
and it looks
drive
awesome. It really
charging.
does look pretty cool. I'll have to take a picture of it and stick it on my Twitter at some point. But yeah, follow me on Twitter to catch it. I know some of you don't have Twitter, Amex. Looking at you, buddy. Although I did tweet that clip that you did yesterday on Twitter with your name against it. So, but now, how did you get on with your upgrade? Did you have any issues with that at all? Did you have to update the BIOS? Yep, they made it a lot easier to do with stuff like Easy Flash and Q Flash, etc. So one of those things you should only ever do if needed, though. It certainly ain't broke, don't fix it thing. Yes, I will admit to that. It probably is.
Fuel skipping.
However, it does actually help with stability, from what I've heard. And I thought, you know what, because... And it also helps if you're upgrading your CPU, apparently, as well. Because, say if AMD release a 3700, for example, or 4700, it's not going to work in our current BIOS, is it? So the manufacturers have to kind of update the boards to accept that CPU to see how it works. So that's quite an important conversation, that is, really. Conversation for another day, I feel. Conversation for another day. So, we've got a new viewer just popped in. Hello there. By all means, if you want to say hi, that's absolutely fine. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do say hi, and if you do play Elite Dangerous, or just come in just a little nose, if you do play Elite, what do you fly, where are you, and what you're up to? Currently, we are in my lovely new Asp Explorer, heading towards the centre of the universe for our little nosy, see what's going on out here. Because the last few days I've been flying in my Chieftain, which has only had a light year jump range of 15 light years. I can talk today, I will talk properly. But hey ho, let's crack on. Let's crack on. Now, Max, if you have stability issues, then yeah, do a flash. If you don't, it's not worth it. With the AM4 socket type for Ryzen, you would need to deflash it to update from Zen 1 to Zen Plus chip for the new microcode. Yeah. Um, I have noticed one thing about my case though. I think,
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, I do actually have a multiple USB slot thingy, which has got a memory card reader and whatnot. It's either that or one of the actual headers
3, 2,
on my case might be a little faulty, because every so often I'll hear that something has been unplugged and plugged back in. You probably heard it a couple of times on the stream yesterday. It's only once, twice every few hours. So it either might be the memory card reader or one of the headers.
fuel scooping.
But then again, I've had this case for quite a number of years now. So it's kind of
Fuel scooping complete.
it's kind of the question: do I get a new case? Because the case I brought was a cheap £40 one, but it's a nice looking case. I think it looks gorgeous.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I might go for a different case, you see, eventually. Just to kind of make that feel kind of better. And the question is, what do you do with your old cases? I mean, I don't mind the tip, to be honest.
4, 3, 2,
I still have all the old stuff from her old PC in the anti-static bags in the living room, just sat on the side there, which is obviously a motherboard, did RAM, and
fuel
oh, I can't remember what else is there. So I get that from time to time with Windows. It's kind of annoying. I check your power management profiles though first. It could be just. Could you turn off power saving nonsense? Yeah, I could just do that really, couldn't I? I'll have to check. I will check that a little bit later, or at least at some point.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yes. Right. I will have to do that, sort that out. But yeah, with this old PC I've got, well, I say old PC, I mean all it needs is a hard drive, which I've got plenty of older hard drives. I'm talking about like 320 gig hard drives. I don't throw my hard drives away. I kind of tend to keep hold of them just in case. And all I need is a case for it. And because it's a Micro ATX, it'll be. I was thinking to myself, maybe I could do a little mini PC build with that.
Fuel scooping complete.
And it won't be that powerful. It won't be powerful at all, really. It'll be enough to run like Sims. But what I was thinking, what chip and RAM is it? It's 8 gig DDR3.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't have I don't have a graphics card for it, but I could easily just get a cheap, nasty graphics card for it. Because what I'm thinking about using it for
4, 3,
is a streaming box. And since it's micro SD, I can't remember what chipset it is. I know it's a quad core, and it's a 2 point something, 2.4 gigahertz. But what I was thinking about using it for is like a
Not going to chase you down. You are 1,700 lie away already.
Cheers, Norka. Whew. That's actually quite far. You're kidding. I'm already nearly 2,000 light years away. Didn't realise that. That's quite cool. That's far quicker than yesterday. Anyway, and yeah, what I'm thinking about using it for is like a little stream box. So what I could purchase is a cheap, like 120 gig SSD. Use one of the hard drives I got for other storage, like movies and stuff like that. But I've got in the corner, I've got a network storage anyway, which I'll probably update at some point. And
Fuel scooping.
from that, I will be able to. I would hopefully be able to kind of play a lot of the games in the living room. Although I've got a Steam box, but what I've done, I've put the Steam box in the bedroom because Katie. I mean, our flat's quite small. We've got a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, bathroom, a tiny little hallway, and it's perfect for the both of us. It's, we're both working professionals.
Frameshift drive charging.
And it's a perfect place for us. And the room I'm in at the moment, it's huge, it's massive, but she wanted this to be the bedroom. And yeah, it's designed to be the front room. So you could use it to stream over Twitch if you wanted. It doesn't require mental CPU, just coding for stream. That is a really good point. I could do. However, saying that, I'm using one PC and I'm streaming over Twitch and I'm gaming right now. And the good thing about the streaming software I use, which is Streamlabs OBS, it's using 5.5% of the CPU Streamlabs is, right? And you guys not having any kind of dropped frames or anything like that, are you? Let me know if you are and I'll consider doing that. But I'm not having any problem running this. I mean, I don't have any problem streaming Destiny 2 or Battlefield 1. Oh god, I played Battlefield 1 last night. I was just like, do you know what? I haven't played that game in months. And I thought, do you know what, I'll play it. And I actually quite enjoyed it. So, which is another question to ask. But what I am, like I said, I'm tempted to kind of put it in a small case and stick it in one of the boxes in the living room and use it as a little stream box, because like I said, my PC's in the bedroom. I'm using hardware X264 encoding.
Fuel scooping.
I'm using X264 encoding, I believe, because that's the Nvidia one, isn't it? I've got an Nvidia 1060 in this machine. I'm an Nvidia fan, mate. I'm AMD when it comes to CPU and Nvidia when it comes to GPUs. Keep going, of course. So, like I said, her PC's in the living room, my PC's in the bedroom, and she just recently bought herself a Optima. I think that's what we call it. It's a big kind of thing big kind of bench thing that you lift up, you put stuff in it, and you close it again. One of those. And it's got a cushion on the top. She loves it. Absolutely loves it, the Optima. Alright, I'm using my Nvidia to use the GPU. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm doing, using the GPU to encode it. CPU encoding. There you go. Because I heard, obviously, using your graphics card is better, especially if it's, because I've got a 6 gig version here. But then again, I'm only running on the 1080p screen, so. So what I was saying. So yeah, so with the Steam Link that I picked up for £40 at the time, I know you can get it cheaper sometimes as well, especially when there's a sale on. Remember, summer sale for Steam starts in a few days. She'll sit here with her wireless controller, which, oh god, you've got to see this, guys. You have to see this. I kid you not, she actually purchased a controller from Microsoft. And yeah, and let me just switch a light on because it'll probably be a bit better. It's just going to flash me out for a second. Okay, she has got, it's even, I don't know if you can actually see right at the bottom, it's even got her gamer tag on the bottom there. But yeah, that's definitely her controller, you see. And it looks great. The only thing is, when I went to what do you call it? She said, "Oh, I can get you one," and I went to have a look at the site that you can get custom made controllers, and I was thinking to myself, I don't particularly like them because they all look the same. So I thought, do you know what? I'll stick with my Elite. I got it with my Xbox, and I love it. I love my Elite controller. So, but she'll sit there next to me and she'll play GTA 5 on her PC, but on using the stream link on the bedroom TV, and she'll play it all day long. She could play GTA 5, and she's a sweet, you think sweet, kind, loving woman. But as soon as you put her in front of a computer game where GTA 5 is, she becomes a monster. She will run people down, she'll drive into people, she'll kill the police, there'll be a massacre. And if I'm playing with her online, I'll be able to find her. Do you know why? Because there'll be exploding vehicles, there'll be bodies everywhere. Does she rob hookers? Probably, but I've not seen it yet. And I will have to... Do you know what? Actually, what I will do one day, if she's up to it, and she normally is, I will stream it. And I'll have to get a different microphone set up, so you'll be able to hear her as well. But I'll have to stream it just to kind of show you guys what kind of a mental case she is when it comes to playing GTA 5. Now the question I want to ask you guys is, if I was to play other games, like I normally do, but I don't normally stream them, if I was to play other games, would you guys be interested in watching? Would you not? Would you just want to stick with the Elite Dangerous at the moment? I mean, I'm happy to do that as such. And have you seen the streaming schedule that I've created? I mean, do you guys like the streaming schedule? Is that time right for you? Because it's perfect timing for me, because it means I've got something to get up for on a Monday morning. Saturday afternoon. Stick with VD for the moment. I will do. Definitely. I do like them. Elite Dangerous. But like I said, I was playing Battlefield 1 last night on the PC. And I actually quite enjoyed it. I got into it to start off with, then went away for it, got back into it, went away for it. But I think it was quite interesting, it was. So, yeah. Are you guys also, gonna pick, do what you want, man, play what you want, it works best, playing stuff you don't really want to affect the stream quality. Yeah, you're right. You 100% right on that one, Natemax, as well. The reason being because I've sat there and I've watched streamers who don't like playing the game they're streaming with, and if I ever turn around and say, look, I'm not fancying today, I will just say, I probably won't stream because I'm not fancying playing Elite Dangerous. And you don't want to watch someone who doesn't like playing a game because they'll be like, well, I'm going to frame shift drive over here. I've got 1.77 hours of fuel. I'm going to the unknown. You don't want that. You get bored. People will tune in and be like, wow, what a bundle of freaking sunshine that person is. Oh, I knew I was getting too close. I blame you, Namex. I blame you for that. Ah. Trust me to get too close to the sun. Maybe I should have nicknamed this ship Icarus. If you know what Icarus is. Flew too close to the sun and burnt his wings. And melted his wings, or was it? Well, that's actually quite a cool name for a ship, though, Icarus. Oh no! Where is it? Ah. Well, this kind of sucks. Right, okay. Do you know what I'll do then? I will do this. Lock and Super Cruise. Probably the most annoying thing is come on.
I accept the blame proudly and with honor.
Thank you, Namex. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got it working again last night. Well, I say I got it working. I didn't do anything to get it working. So, but yeah, you know, I will kind of play games that I enjoy playing. But what I will do, I mean, if you guys do, I've already been plotted. If you guys do enjoy, yeah, if you guys do follow me on Twitter, is you know, obviously when I send out, when I go live, is you'll get a notification on what I'm playing. So if you want to tune in, you can tune in. If you don't, that's fine with me, to be perfectly honest. Personally, I like you guys there because it gives me something to talk to, amongst other things. That's changed ever so slightly. Do you know what I've done? Yeah, it's got to go to stars, that's why. We'll be fine. Yeah, so personally, you know, it'd be nice that you're there. I mean, I do enjoy talking to you guys. I do enjoy gaming with you guys as well. And girls, if you know, but and I'm sure you enjoy just listening to my sexy voice. Terrible, my voice is really terrible. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with Elite Dangerous for a while because I do like doing these kind of making a mini series, you could say, for Elite Dangerous. Join me whilst I travel out in the stars on Inastraeus. So. Right. I see you don't scan anything. If you go to the core and fly through some nebulas, at least you'll get some nice views. Alright. Well, I'm doing a deep discovery scan. Join me as I'll show you the best ways not to explore. Oh god, I could just see it now. If I join Namex's wing, the next thing I'll see is the respawn screen. It's the buyback screen. That's what I'll see, I feel. Pardon me. That's what I had for lunch. When I woke up, I had a muffin. Before I popped to Tesco's, I woke up Katie and I said, yeah, I went, wake up! And I said to her, oh, I'm going to Tesco's to get my lunch stuff. Do you want anything? Oh, you're safe, I don't do combat. You say that now, but it's not the combat I'm worried about. I can handle myself in combat, I really could. Not in this ship though, on my thingy. However, I've seen your server scanning your modules. If you don't use it, it could have saved you some weight not taking it. I will use it, okay, just to keep you happy mostly, just to keep you happy. Alright. Right, what I am going to do with that screen, because all you're seeing is the same kind of writing, you're not seeing anything at all on that, really, and it just tells you where I am, is I am going to change this and put it to Ori. Because I know you guys like to look at that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more on that. But I will be yeah, I will use it at some point. Okay, just got to hang in there, more Moti. Got to hang in there. See, quite tempted. Shall I use it in this star system? Just saying, it weighs 1.5 tons. I mean, you get a bit more jump range without it. Do you know what? Not a lot though. I did get possibly a fraction, but it wasn't a huge amount. If it was one more light year, then yeah, I probably would have just left it behind. But I didn't get a lot if I left it behind. So, but yeah, Moti, buddy, just for you, I will scan a planet. Okay. Anything under 5 tons is kind of mad to gain range, rain on the range game. I don't know. I don't know what you know. All I know is when I was putting this ship together, I was keeping a very close eye on that little kind of thingy at the bottom there, thinking to myself, do I
Fuel scooping complete.
scan Sedge A star? That is Sedge A star, isn't that a black hole? I reckon it is. I think it is
Frameshift
anyway.
drive charging.
Don't know much about space. All I know is vacuum. Whoa, hang on a second, what is that? Ah, we're gonna fly right past it. What do you think that is, guys? Doing a leap of shame just to see it. Degraded emissions. Even with degraded emissions, I haven't got any cargo space. I left the cargo rack behind. My thingy's gone. I had a button to replot the previous route. Hang on a second. What's going wrong here? Controls. I had a button that. Driving Galaxy. Is it Galaxy Map? I had a button that did previous route. Now where would that be underneath this again? Oh, miscellaneous driving controls. Targeting. There we go, next system and route. Thank you. Thank you, Moti. I know you had my back, buddy. There we go. Don't know why it cleared my that button.
Frameshift drive charging.
I learned that the other day, you know, about plotting a button for previous route because I used to kind of, oh, what's that? Have a look at something, and then go to the system map and then replot my route, and then it was just a big headache.
4, 3,
And I did that for God knows how long. It's only recently I've just started to do that. So.
fuel scooping.
It's the most useful button for explorers. It is, isn't it? It is really useful. Right, okay, Moti, just to keep you happy, buddy.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh wait, that's just not a planet. What is that? That's just smattering of. There we go, Moti. Am I doing that right? You check for variable planets on the way, or it's just in a straight travel? Well, oh, that looks really quite cool. Let's visit there. Let's visit that belt cluster. I've never been to a belt cluster. Do you know what? Bear in mind, I've never done this before. What do you think I should be doing? I use left panel filter and not show asteroid belts. Well, I've never seen a proper asteroid belt. I've seen rings. So I'm going to take a little visit to the asteroid belt. Just to see what it looks like. It probably just looks like just a ring without a planet, doesn't it? That's probably what it is. I mean, is that it? Just 4 big asteroids, 5 asteroids. I mean, yeah, they look great, but come on. I mean, is that it? Just 5 little asteroids. Hardly seems like the fact that just it's what 6 asteroids then. Hardly seems like looking, really, doesn't it? Right. Look at the system map for what planets are here, if it's even worth scanning. Let's have a look. Well, you've got a gas giant there. Anything that looks interesting? Hang on. These have got names of them. Does that mean no one else has discovered them? Should I go and just discover a couple of planets?
Frameshift drive charging.
No, I don't bother scanning asteroids. No, yeah.
Ready to engage.
I'll probably smash myself into an asteroid in a second. Before not to engage.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's nothing worth money, but you can put your name on them. I'm gonna put my name on them. If you scan and sell the data, it will say that it was first discovered by you. I want that. Okay. Oh, I'm so looking. So do I have to scan? Oh, I don't have to be too close to it, do I? That will be cool. Because if I get my name in the game, I'll be dead proud. But I won't find out until I get to a station. Will I? So don't bother about it's utterly useless. Yeah. That's a belt, isn't it? Scan the main star. That's what everyone sees entering the system when they enter. Right, okay. Oh, poo! I'll select the main... Oh no, it's already been discovered, the main star has. Let's just see if I can scan that. Let's see. The main star's been scanned. Joe, no. If someone's scanned the main star, then set filters, everything is set belts. Now, I was about to say, how do you do that? Right, so stars, planets and moons, landfalls, settlements, stations, points of interest, systems. Right, gotcha. Joe, I'm gonna jump to the next system because someone has already, you know, scanned the main star. I discovered the main star. So, but yeah, let's do that then. So, Moti, I've set everything but the thing. He wants a proper Virgin system. Yes, I do. Touch for the very first time. Well, I want to scan a sun, right? I want a sun named after me. I'm going to call it Alpine Alpha Sun. Although it's got its own name, but we'll nickname it the Alpine Sun.
Fuel scooping.
Monster Moth, Monster Moth, Monster Moth. Damn you, Monster Moth. I feel like I'm following someone's track here. So, where am I? And where's my thingy there? Should I keep heading straight up or should I take a different path?
Frameshift drive charging.
What should I do? This is quite a mellow one. I mean, I've got a load of energy, but I just want to be a bit mellow today, you see.
2.
Oh, Christ. It's getting dark all of a sudden. I'm thinking to myself, am I having a stroke? Has it come to me that I'm getting it? You hit one soon. Not every ship follows the same jumps. Okay. Alright. I'll say I'll hit one soon. So, shall I just keep checking the system map then, shall I? Because not everyone will click the same star, will they?
Fuel scooping complete.
I mean, Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, I could have just went from there straight to the system, really, couldn't I? There's a sun that's not been explored. There's a sun that's not been explored. Look, 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 look. I'm gonna name this. What's it? A red giant? Class M star. 694,000 million years old. Oh, it's a bit like my mother. Yeah, it's a good habitat as it's a good habit as an explorer. Jump, honk, fuel, system map. Jump. Not explore because it's far. It's far and worth nothing. Yeah, you're probably right. However, I want to guarantee now that my name is going to be in this game. Okay. Alright, that's why I'm doing it. Because I want at least something that has got my name, and they'll be forever remembered as the idiot who flew a chieftain across the galaxy and almost got stuck. I don't want to be remembered as that. No, I just want my name on one of these suns. So, you know, one day, maybe someone will go like flying through this and they'll be like, oh look, I know him, that's Alpine Alpha. 12k isn't bad on the grand scheme of things. Yes, yes, I know. And you got me with you, travelling along. What's some notifications on this tablet? Someone went live 4 hours ago, and yeah, I'll do that anyway. And plus, I'm almost already there. I'm only a minute away. See, 1 minute 30, and it's going down quicker than time is actually going. I mean, why can't they just estimate the correct time? It's a bit like when you're trying to transfer a file from one thing to another, and Windows will give you estimated time to completion, and it's never that, is it? Not that I'm aware of, anyway. So many unexplored systems are going towards the core, so you can have 1,000 systems with your name in them. Could do, and plus I don't need to be right anyway, do I? I can just pull it back a little bit, just from here go to where I need to go next. Takes a while to scan it, doesn't it? Especially from this. Is it quicker when you get closer? Or does it just take a long time to scan it? Anyway. Does your speed change when you get closer? Detail scan complete. Available materials listed in navigable bodies. Right, it's because your speed changes when you get closer. It slows down because you have time to talk and get it without it. I reckon. I've discovered that. I have. That's a landable planet. And it's not been scanned. I am tempted to land on a planet. Or I'm tempted to crack on. No, let's just crack on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift charging. What's happening in the world today on my phone? Commander Noobstar1 has followed me on Twitter. Whoever Commander Noobstar1 is. His pursuit. Oh, fair enough. It's kind of an odd name, Commander Noobstar1. Flying through the sky to see me.
Fuel scooping.
And plus, if you have a look at system, am I right? If you have a look at system maps, you'll see some really nice, places. And yes, from the distance, the object affects scan times. You can engineer them to do a fast scan long range in the future. So it's always good to keep hold of your exploration ship, really, isn't it? If you feel like exploring. So what I'll do, I mean, it's got 19 million, so yeah, I'll probably keep hold of this. Just my exploration itches, if that makes any sense, and keep my chieftain. What I will do with my chieftain is I'll probably use that as my battle ship, and yeah, and one I'll use for quarrying. So, but I say that you keep a chieftain for that. However, what I am going to do is I do want to get the Challenger when it comes out. Got 5 exploration ships, lols. Alright, there's always one. There's always one who has to up me. Always, all the time. Yeah, but have you got, how many hours have you got in the game? You probably got like, I don't know, like 2,000, 5,000 hours. Me, my little Poxy 250, which has gone up quite a lot in the recent couple of days. So I've been doing like 5 hour, 6 hour streams. Well, 5 hour, 4 hour streams. So, oh dear. What I will do, I'm not going to do a lot of exploring on my way there, because I feel like everyone has done that. However, when I'm over there, shh, we don't talk about how many hours I've spent on this game. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, if you tally all those hours up, is it more than a month? I know I've only spent really a week on this game. Or probably longer now. So is it, I'd tally it more than a month. I mean, my other half, she has spent over 1,000 hours on Sims 4 alone. And the worst part is, I brought every single DLC that's come out for that game because she wanted it. And I worked out how much all the DLCs added up to, and it's about £200-300 so far. And I purchased another DLC for her just the other day as it comes out tomorrow. So I'm going to lose her for the next few days. Just, you know, she's not normally here when I go to work, but she don't go to her mum's.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
1 month in the game means you're still a noob. Well, no, okay, I haven't spent a month in the game. Okay, looking at the thingy, a bit of what you call it? A bit of muffin on me. What I've spent looking at the game, looking at how much hours I've spent into the game, it's only works out to be roughly a week, solid week, you know. So yeah. Oh, you're saying with just people with just 1 month in the game means you're still a noob? No, mix. Yeah, it's over a month. Do you play any other games apart from Elite Dangerous, Namex? Because I feel that you're one of these commanders who would just sit there and play this constantly. 1 month is only 720 hours.
Fuel scooping complete.
Is it? Let me find out how many hours I've actually really done. Turn that off. Right, Steam, where are you? Why did you... No. You tried to open up Hangouts there for a second. I have spent, and I'll have a look now, 234 hours, plus the 2 hours I've been on today. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Right, let's see. Go back to that. Sometimes I'll jump around, but nothing more. than a night or two here and there. A full night or two. As in, like, 7 PM to 7 AM, maybe?
4, 3, 2,
I must admit, I will admit something. Recently, it's only been recently why I've spent so many hours recently on this game. And, I do love this game, as you probably can tell. So, but I'm learning still.
fuel scooping.
I'll just check something on my phone. 'Cause I think my other half may have texted me.
Fuel scooping
Yes.
complete.
What tends to happen is I'll take a little break from all games and a bit from, and then a bit, hang on, and then come back to Elite. Right, panel statistics show how many games, weeks, and days in time. Okay, yeah, you're right about that. Statistics. Okay, juggling, training, mining, exploration. Passengers, search and rescue, crafting, crew, multi-crew. Where is it on there? It's right at the bottom, no? It's probably right at the very top, isn't it? One week, 22 hours. How did you see that? It's right at the very top, right at the very bottom, isn't it? Where time is. Hang on, I'm just passing through a multi-crew, crafting, rescue missions. Ah, here we go. Yeah, 1 week, 22 hours, 40 minutes. Gotcha. And okay, that's not that bad. Exploration section. Yep. Yeah, we got it. Cheers, Moty. I was going to do something. Hang on. I need to reply to her. I'm going to do something that's completely
Frame shift
frowned
drive
upon.
charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So I also have to quick look at the news. Done. Okay. I'm just glad I didn't log in my time before it was on the stream. Why?
Fuel scooping.
Should we be concerned? And did you know,
Fuel scooping complete.
Love Island stars. Oh, former Love Island contestant dies. Oh, okay, well I don't care. I thought someone died on Love Island. Come on.
Slow down.
Don't tell me to slow down. You're worse than my fiance.
Frame
She
shift
tells me
drive
to slow down when I'm driving all the time. Even though I'm only doing 30 in a 30. Ish. 30-ish. Maybe 35-ish. I'll probably get stopped by the police one day and be like... Yeah. Although saying that, I was in the... If you know Brighton, I was near Brighton in Lewis. I was driving along. So glad you were clarified about driving. Thank you. I was driving along and there's a part in Lewis where the road goes from 20 to 40 and then to National. And this 40 stretch is only about half a mile. And there's no, if any of you know Lewis, it's right outside Lewis Prison. So I was driving past Lewis Prison and I thought, do you know what? 60's over there 'cause it's single lane. So I put my foot down, and the road goes down a hill and up and round a slight bend. So I put my foot down,
Frame shift drive charging.
and what did I see? As soon as I go round the bend, a police car heading towards me. So I'm like, brake, 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 and I'm thinking, please don't see that I'm speeding. Please don't see that. You see me put my brake lights on, and it's the middle of the day. I don't know why. It wasn't middle of the day. It was kind of mid-evening. It's still like, might slow down. We check the mirrors. No, okay, cool. Oh, not that I actually will say, yeah, do speed. No, I don't, you know.
How will I catch up if you don't slow down?
Scoping.
How will you catch up if you don't slow down? I thought you had a better jump drive than me. Are you actually in my instance, Snorker? Oh, yeah. Look, there he is. There he is. Well, Snorker, I'm not slowing down for no one. I'm on a hot streak today. We're gonna be playing Benny Hill in a minute, and I've just realised I'm cooking my ass again. Oh dear.
Frameshift drive charging.
Whee! Ooh. So, you see that little cluster of stars over there? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Just a little, what was it, 5? Yeah, 5 little stars. I don't know why I tried to look around the right by doing that. I have no idea why I did that. Reminds me of when I was playing, when I was young and I was off school once. Apparently I was ill. I was faking it. I mean, we all played hooky. We all kind of played truant at school. And basically, I went downstairs and played on the 486 Windows 3.1 computer. And well, I was playing Wolfenstein 3D. And I remember this quite vividly. And do you remember? Everyone remembers the old big screen, you know, big fat chunky screen screens used to get CRTs for computers. Now it's just this small, almost bezel-less stuff. And I would go to this corner, like there, and the corner was literally so you couldn't see around the corner at all. And I'd be like, oh look, it's 3D. Hang on. No, can't see it. Didn't work. Never worked. But my mum turned around and said to me, "What are you doing?" I'm trying to see around the corner. I mean, it's Wolfenstein 3D.
Fuel scoping.
Now it's, you know, it's only something you can do in VR, isn't it? Oh dear, my nose again. Cold is almost gone. This cold is almost
Fuel scooping complete.
almost gone. Not quite. I want to just check something quickly. Something went blink at me. Oh dear. Oh dear, my nephew's actually streaming, and he's actually streaming. What's he streaming? Skyrim. Oh god. No. No. As much as I've never actually played Skyrim, but he's actually streaming it now. And he's nephew by marriage. Although, like I said, I don't speak to any of my family anymore, but he's the only kind of family I actually do speak to. And I popped on and had a look at his stream yesterday, and he's doing quite well with his 4 followers, and he's been streaming for months and months and months. And I've got 27 followers, and I'm dead proud of that. But with his little 4 followers, and he's got a stream up, and what he's done, he's gone to Slobs, Streamlabs OBS, and he's just downloaded a theme from them. And on his screen, he's got Twitter and all that lot, but you could see the fact that he's got his name at the top, like I have. He's got his name on the camera as well, a border around the camera itself, and on the far side, he's got a border around the chat window. The only thing is, the border around the chat window is great and all. It's see-through, you can see through the actual chat window itself. However, it just looks like an empty border because no one was talking. I mean, my chat window, I mean, it comes on and just disappears after you comment. I mean, everyone can see it come on and they can read it quickly and it disappears. I've got obviously a dashboard just there, so I can read what you put. So if you see it come on and it disappears, doesn't mean I don't see it, and I will get to it. But it's just like I said to him, Craig, why have you got your name at the top there, and your name on your webcam? I mean, and he's got his same name on Twitter, and it's like you're telling your audience your name 3 or 4 times. He's also got it on YouTube there as well, and I'm thinking to myself,
Fuel scooping complete.
it's great and all that you've got the same Twitter handle, the same YouTube handle, and you know you're telling people who you are. But why don't you just have one name right at the very top, your name quite simple, we'll love it in clear like I've done, and just go with it. Okay? And it says, well, it's because that people might have Alzheimer's. By the time they read the top and get to the bottom, they probably would have forgotten. Really? Really? Craig, seriously? But no, I just sat there with him last night on Discord, just rang him and said, look, you know, I'm not saying I'm a pro when it comes to it, but I don't think you guys want to be overwhelmed with, you know, if, you know, with someone's name. I mean, you'll see their name, and that's it. That's all you need to know. I mean, you remember, you see it at the top there, and that's it. And he hasn't got like a be right back screen. He hasn't got stream starting soon, or thank you very much for the stream when you got that. So, which is a bit of a shame, really, because you know he'd make you know pretty fun, but pretty good streamer. But you know, unfortunately, it's just just one of those things where you know it's just he won't listen. He won't listen. Like many 18-year-olds. 19 now. Christ. He won't listen. Now, hang on. Was it you, Norca, who had to leave yesterday midstream because you had to take your little one to police cadets? I can't remember.
Fuel scooping.
I've slept since then. Because
Scooping complete.
if it was you, in case you didn't realise, buddy, we made it back to Seoul without any, we made it back to Seoul, and as I was starting to dock to stock at the Abraham Lincoln, I put on the theme song for Star Trek Voyager. I said, Norca, this one's for you, buddy. So you can catch that back on the, what you call it, my YouTube thing. It was about 3 hours and 40. You kind of missed it out. So yeah, it was just. I was so glad to be home. Yeah, I watched the rest of the stream. Oh, so you did hear me talk, say this one's for you, buddy.
Fuel scooping.
Oh dear. I get quite a few views on them on YouTube. I really do. I mean, it's about 40, 50 odd, which I feel isn't a lot. But to be perfectly honest, I mean, I'm not streaming for the money. I'm not streaming for, you know, to get famous or infamous in my case. What I do, I just stream and just chat because it's just nice to kind of, if you're playing this game as well, like I know a couple of you guys, lovely commanders are, it's just nice to hear someone just chat in the background. I mean, when I was on last night and I was playing, but not playing, I was listening to, FL Lion. If any of you watch his streams, he's, you know, from the Lion's Den or something like that. Really good streamer, actually. And, yeah, I was just watching his stream and also sorting out my ship. And it was just nice to kind of play and listen to someone else's voice and just listen. Is that what you guys do? You just kind of sit on the side and just like to just chill out, hear someone else talk, not worry about it, just knowing that someone is there and that you can listen to their voice.
Frameshift drive charging.
It turns out to be a bit like ASMR, you know. Hang on. And I pull the tissue out of the the packing. And I blow my nose with it. That's what, you know. ASMR. I mean, I did. Just stop, lol.
Fuel scooping.
Oh yeah, I used to chat to people on Discord quite a lot. I used to have a little group of people I used to talk to on Discord, and unfortunately they didn't turn out to be very nice people in the end.
Fuel scooping complete.
But I would take because I could plug my mobile phone into my headset,
Drive charging.
and I used to go into my kitchen and prepare dinner for when Katie came home. So I'm home 3 or 4, I'm home during the day and out during the evening. So when she's at work, I've already got some, and I'll cut up vegetables and stuff like that. And all you'd hear in the background is the kind of chopping noises, chop 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 chop. And I was in this chat once with a couple of friends of mine. One of them had just finished a night shift, and that earlier that day, and this is about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening now, and he'd stayed up all day just to kind of A, hang out with us, and B, play games, and he was pretty tired.
Fuel scooping
And
complete.
I said, right folks, I'm gonna go and sort out dinner, is what I said to them, and I'm gonna just jump off my PC and I'm gonna just join your Discord on my mobile. Unplug this, plug it into my phone, put the phone in the pocket, round into the kitchen, put the so I wear a apron as well.
Frameshift drive
It sounds
charging.
like a butchering. No, I wear an apron just kind of A, keeps wires clean, and B, keeps for example, I'll wear an apron when I make dinner snacks. I'll be in uniform. So I put my apron on, start cooking away, and start cutting. And I'm cutting this. I can't remember what I was cutting. I was cutting it's a new. It was a courgette, and everyone knows what courgette sounds like when you cut. It's kind of and with a really sharp knife and all sorts. I'm cutting this courgette, and next thing I hear is on the microphone is
Fuel scooping.
like that. I thought, someone taking a piss. So there's about 3 or 4 of us in this group chat, and I said,
Fuel scooping complete.
went down the list of people and said, you're right, and got to this one friend, and I said, I'm changing his name. Hey, Max, you there, buddy? And he's like that, right? So we're like, so we had a choice. We could either move him to an AFK channel, kick him from the actual chat itself, or record it and annoy him with it, or try and wake him up. So we thought, do you know what, we're gonna try waking him up. So we all got together and we all started screaming down the mic. And I went, "Rah," like that down there. Really quite loud. I'm not going to do it now. Because obviously I don't want to deafen you guys, and this is a lovely tune going on. So I started screaming down the mic. And by this time I've got my back to the front of the door of the kitchen, right? And so I'm at the sink and I'm just washing my knives up and drying them. Kitchen knives, proper knives these are. Very, very sharp. Can take a finger off knives. So I'm screaming. I didn't hear Casey come in the front door. Okay. So I'm screaming at this, and we're trying to wake him up.
Frameshift drive.
And the next thing I hear, because I've got my earphones on, so I can't hear what's coming up behind me. I've got no, there's nothing. There's no reflection. She grabs my shoulder, and I kid you not, I was going, "Rah!" I screamed like a girl when she did that, and all my friends just stopped and said, "Alpha, you scream like a girl." Oh dear. Yeah. some silly things, you know.
Fuel scooping.
It was a good dinner though, really good dinner. The question I have for you, lovely people on the stream, is: do you prefer cooking yourself? If there is a meal you cook,
Complete.
what is it? And thinking about it, I do fancy making myself a mini roast or even a proper
Frameshift
roast
drive
dinner
charging.
one of these days. Finishing something I don't normally do. I don't normally make roast dinners anymore. And I've got do you know what I've just remembered? That's in my freezer. I've got lamb chops in the freezer. Oh, lamb chops with a bit of meat. Oh, sounds lovely. But yeah, if you've got a favourite meal, anything like that, anything you do enjoy cooking, if you enjoy cooking or baking, some of you may be bakers out there. I am useless at baking. Katie's the baker, I'm the chef when it comes to this household here. Let me know.
Scooping.
Really, seriously. I don't put the wife's PC in the kitchen for no reason. Oh, that's good, that is. I wonder if I could put my other half's PC in the kitchen. Oh dear.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's the shot? I'll have to try that. I think she'll kill me if I did that. Why? Where's my PCs in the kitchen, love? So you can get closer to the sink.
3, 2,
That's really sexist of me, but hey ho. Oh dear. Oh well. Nah, just. So, going back onto the conversation of butterflies yesterday.
fuel scooping.
The other day, well, to say the other day, it's about a couple of years ago, just after I passed my driving
Fuel
test,
scooping complete.
we were all going out to dinner to celebrate. You know, Katie's family and myself. So that's Katie, her dad, and mum, and her little sister. So you know. So we were going to
Frameshift
a
drive
little
charging.
little kind of pub thing that does pub grub food as such, and it was May, so it had been raining a little bit earlier after the test, and I drove there in Katie's car, which was if I remember correctly, it was a Renault Clio. Yeah. So we got there. Her mum and dad drove their car, and you know. So, and they arrived just prior to us. So we get there, we arrive, we get there, and we park up, get out the car. And I don't know why, but Katie's mum's picked up this worm, this little earthworm.
Fuel scooping complete.
And as some of you know, I'm not a big fan of bugs. What she does, and Katie's mum knows that I'm not a big fan of bugs because she's heard the butterfly story from Katie, right?
Frameshift drive
Katie's
charging.
mum started chasing me around the car park with this worm. Okay. I'm like, go away. And I'm like, oh god, I just know that they're just picking on me, and you know,
3, 2, 1.
and I just feel like, yeah, April Fools comes along, and I'm scared to go around the house half the time because they will do something with some sort of bug. Spiders don't mind, worms I can't stand. Snakes I love, although snakes are not interesting. Although,
Fuel scooping.
do you know the slow worms? Although they're actually reptile, aren't they? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to think of a decent story from my past. Oh,
Frameshift
I don't know if any of you work in a team of people. You probably do. I work with a good colleague of mine. I would say he's a friend because I've worked with him for a couple of years now. Now, how we communicate, I mean, yeah, we've got we can talk on the radio, but that's purely professional. But we've got work phones. So, we do a thing called mobile karaoke. That's not my job, by the way. No. What it is, right? It's a little scoring system that we have between us, Mike and I. Basically, we'll ring each other up, and we'll say to each other, and we'll start singing a song to each other. And then, you know, for example, I'll sing, "If I should say I'll be missing you every moment," and then I'll just stop. My singing is terrible, I know. Just yeah, I know. Okay, and I'll just stop. Now, you get a point if you can complete the song or complete the next couple of sentences correctly. I probably didn't sing it correctly in the first place, but we would sing it. We would pick a song completely out of random, and we'd ring each other up, and yeah, we do that. And it's a good way to kind of like, just if you want to have a good natter with someone as well, you know, it's a good way to kind of get that communication going. And he would always beat me every single time. Norca, no, I'm not. Okay, I just got your whisper. No, you're wrong. I am not that either. Basically, what Norca is doing, he's trying to guess the job that I do. Okay, I hope you don't mind me talking about this, Norca. I won't say any more just now, but he's trying to guess what I'm trying to do, what I do for a living. So, Norca, if you want me to continue with that conversation, let me know. So yeah, you know, we'll do that as such. So it will be any song, and I just worry that because we've got dash cams in these vehicles, and I spend a lot of the time single crewed, and I've got my music playing. I've got Spotify Premium, so I download my music onto my tablet, and I've got a Bluetooth adapter for it, which kind of comes out the speakers. And I'll drive around, and I'll sing to myself, okay? And I concern myself sometimes because I'm driving along, and I'll be singing, I don't know, something like something embarrassing. What embarrassing songs do I sing to? Professional Tin Can Collector. Nope, wrong again. So I'll be driving along, singing a song, right? Oh god, what embarrassing thing do I listen to and sing to? You can talk about it. Cheers, Norca. I will do. I'll get back to it. Basically, I will sing. Shania Twain. Love a bit of Shania. That don't impress me much. Do I wear high vis? Dependent on the situation, but mostly it depends on the situation. Depends where I am. I do have an option of putting a high vis on, but I do wear something else though that has the identification of myself and what I do anyway, and I put a high vis on a situation that may need it. Let's maybe include that. So I'm driving along and I'm singing along to like Shania Twain, and there's a what do you call it, a camera in the vehicle itself. Now I know the camera probably can pick up audio as well, and God forbid, yes, I do drive a lot, and God forbid my boss will download the footage and just listen, because he will hear me singing along, and I do sing quite a lot by myself, or just swear at myself at other drivers. You know, like, does everyone else do that? I mean, there's that collection of stars up there again. You know, that 5 stars there. Does anyone else do that when you're driving along, right? And you, yeah, I know swearing, unless they give middle finger up, you can get in a lot of trouble for doing that, especially on UK roads. But I go, you absolute twat. Do you use traffic cones a lot? What do you want? I hit them. No, I don't have any interaction with traffic cones apart from driving around them.
Fuel scooping.
And I hate traffic cones and roadworks
Fuel
and other
scooping
things.
complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh no, I'm cooking myself again. Last guest for the day. Highways Patrol. Norca's just whispered to me. Okay, let me just put this in such a way that that you can understand. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. Right.
3, 2,
Well, come Tuesday, okay? Come Tuesday, you'll probably guess because I'll be essentially on call, and if I'm streaming, I'll probably be in uniform, so you'll probably notice it on Tuesday. Might not though, because it is a very subdued uniform, you could say.
fuel scooping.
You'll have to look very carefully and probably, yeah, because I won't be wearing. It's just in the top anyway, so you won't see, won't see any of the equipment that we carry. This is not in the vehicle.
Frameshift
Well, I just
drive
have it next to me.
charging.
So yeah, oh dear. But I'll tell you one thing, I do love my job. It can be interesting, it can be very mundane at times, but I mostly enjoy the people I work with. Singing to Mike and these things to me. It's just my other half says to me all the time, "Oh, you gotta go have fun with Mike tonight." I said, "What do you mean by having fun, dear?" "Oh yeah, you're gonna go spread eagle on the bonnet." I'm like, Katie, no.
Scooping.
And anyway, he'll pitch, I'll catch. I'll pitch, he'll catch.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, it makes me cringe. Oh look, 2 sons. 2 sons, double the fun. Or double the tan, or double the yeah, malignant skin cancer.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now Norca, are you still trying to catch me up, buddy? And if so, where are you? Oh, he's not catching me up, is he? Well, you are slowly.
Ready to engage.
You are very slowly trying to catch me up.
3, 2,
So, oh dear. Okay.
fuel scooping.
I was going to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Fuel scoop
Really,
disengaged.
it's just gone a loss now. My mind's gone completely blank. My mind has gone like boom, gone blank.
Frameshift drive charging.
I remember a story. In my last job,
2,
I used to be a team leader of a very small team, and I wouldn't say small team, it was quite bigger, but I was one of the, I would say acting team leaders that didn't want the job in the first place. And basically, we had these bullhorns, the when you talk to make sure it, amplifies your voice, and we had quite a few of these. Now, I did do the Simpson thing,
complete.
where you get a load of them together and you try and talk through them. Didn't work as well as you think, actually, because you get feedback straight away, and it was absolutely terrible. But
Frameshift drive
this one night, I was on a night shift, and It was about 3, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was at my desk doing paperwork on the computer. So, you know, being the team leader during the night shift, you had to fill out what we call a night report, which is a time by time of what's happened during the day and the night. You know, like. Now, Rex, you're getting very, very close to that last question. I have
Fuel scooping.
2 of them. Okay. I have 2 of those. Very, very good. Very great guess that is. So, with this, I would, you know, if there's a night report, so I'm doing this night report.
Frameshift
And
drive
the
charging.
bullhorn was to my right and on the ground because I don't know why it was there. It was someone was messing around with it earlier. My colleague, who was a mobile call center who should be out on patrol, walking around doing that, but obviously because there was nothing to do, he was having a nap, and I'd let him have a nap. You see, you know, nothing was going on. We were ready and on standby should something happen. And my colleague back then, AD was his name. And if you think about it, he liked to do wrestling. That was his hobby, that was his thing, you see.
Fuel scooping.
I never went to any of his wrestling shows, it doesn't interest me. But if you think about it, 6 foot something bloke, right? 6 foot like 4, 6 foot 5. Tall bloke, quite a big bloke as well. Really
Fuel
hench.
scooping complete.
Bear in mind, I'm only 5'9". Quite a slim I wouldn't say massively slim, but quite small. And it's always a small one, you can be careful, apparently. And yeah, so you can see, you know, if we ever went to an incident.
Frameshift drive charging.
No. Okay, you're slightly correct, but incorrect at that point. I do work in that field though.
4, 3, 2,
So
1.
you can see if we went to an incident, you'd see a really tall bloke and a really short bloke, and another tall bloke, which would be my other colleague, and that would be just the, you know, it would be like the mafia turned up. Well, you know, these 2 are my brothers,
Fuel
kind of thing.
scooping.
So I'm sat at the desk and he's kind of nodding off and falling asleep. Now I don't know if you ever have used a bullhorn or anything like that. There's a siren button on them. Now I'll grab it, switch it to its maximum.
Frameshift drive charging.
Being the joker I am, I get my mobile phone out as well, don't I? And I start filming. There is a video on my Google Drive. I'll post it eventually when my ex-colleague leaves that place.
2, 1.
Good morning, Savona. How you doing? You okay, sweetie? How was your oh god, 7 days to die last night. Did you survive the rest of the time? Oh, I say morning. It is kind of afternoon over here. It's 20 to 4 actually. I'll be coming off in about an hour and a half. I couldn't sleep. I got off at work at 1. Anyway, let me just finish the story. So I've turned on the thing on. I switched my no, I got eaten by a zombie bear. Ah, see, you know. Get back to you in 2 seconds if I know. We'll do sweet. I never used the bullhorn, but I used the alarm clock. It was so much fun. So I got my phone out. I'm recording, right? And I record AD, record myself, record AD, record myself the bullhorn, and I point the bullhorn at AD clearly on the camera. Switch the horn on, set it to the klaxon, the alarm. He jumps so high, stares completely, comes nose to nose to me, and says, "I suggest you delete that." And I'm just in stitches. I really am. Oh dear. And I couldn't give a straight face. I didn't delete it, obviously, so. case any of you are wondering, Savona is a streamer as well. She just made affiliate. Congratulations to you. And I was watching one of her streams last night, and she does a lot of these kind of scary kind of
Warning. Temperature critical.
games as such. I mean, she was playing 7 Days to Die yesterday. She does a lot of
Frame shift
Dead by
drive charging.
Daylight. So hide behind the sofa is what I try and do, or hide behind my chair. That's what I do whenever I watch her, and I was watching them last night. I missed Amnesia. Do you know what? I've got amnesia, actually. I forgot what it was. No, I've got amnesia. But do you know what? What I tend to do in Halloween, I'll get a load of just where that thing's falling down again. There you go. I will get a load of kind of scary kind of games. And on Halloween, I mean, what day's Halloween on this year?
Fuel scooping.
What day is that? 'Cause I love Halloween. It's my favourite time of year. Hang on. June, July, August, September, October. Wednesday 31st. Oh, even better. It's my late night game night, that is, Wednesdays. So I am going to do some Halloween stuff there, so yes. So I am going to be like doing some scary stuff on the Halloween. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, if you ever like kind of someone to watch, chill out. She doesn't play Elite Dangerous, which is a big shame. She'll be great at that, but she does a lot of fun other games. Follow her. Savannah, do you want to put a link in the description or the stream chat? That'd be absolutely wonderful to your channel as well. But Halloween, yeah, she loves Halloween. I mean, who here loves Halloween? I was stuck a couple of years ago. I was stuck in Brighton working over Halloween, and it was probably the most interesting night I've had,
Fuel scooping.
because the amount of it was just one of those weird things. But I tell you one thing though,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I did the most ridiculous thing the other day. New Year's Day.
Frame shift drive
It was a
charging.
Sunday going into a Monday. I was working in Brighton, and for some reason, I thought driving through the middle of Brighton would be a great idea at 1, maybe 2 a.m. Oh my god. It looked a bit like Baghdad. You know, it was just like bodies everywhere. There was fights going on left, right and centre. People just everywhere. And to get through, I don't know if you ever know Brighton, anyone. There's a road going from the Palace Pier, going from the one of the piers, past the Palace Pier, through the, you know, you'll kind of go adjacent to the seafront. And you would, you know, it's about a mile long, that stretch of road is. But New Year's morning, 2 o'clock in the
Frame
morning,
shift drive charging.
it took me 45 minutes just to drive through that bit, and it was, I would say it was interesting, because I would just sit there and watch all the fights happen, get the popcorn out, you see, you know.
3, 2,
It'll be just interesting. Oh dear, I've still got cold I need to get rid of. But yeah, Tiffany, if you're still there, what are you doing up? I mean, you've probably just woken up first thing in the morning though, and that, your time difference. Probably taking kids to school. So. And we're flying through the sky to see me. Right, let's see how far away are we from our destination. We are 555 jumps. Now, let's see how Norca is getting along as well behind me. Right, while I'm here, destination, that's a fuel star there. Destination's that way. Norca, have you slowed down? I mean, how far away? You're at that star just there. You are... No, you're catching up still. 1,500 light years behind me now. When you said you were earlier, you were 1,900.
Frameshift drive charging.
So. Right. But yeah, it's one of those things.
Only 40 light jump range.
Still maybe only 40 light year jump range, but it's still 8 more than me. So dumb question, what's the point in this game? I don't know it. You make it your own. The game Elite Dangerous, you're commander and you will explore the galaxy or do missions, and it is an open world, well, open universe kind of game really. I mean, today what I'm doing is I'm exploring. Okay, I've travelled
Fuel
from
pumping complete.
our solar system, which is somewhere here, and I want to go. Obviously, that's where I am at the moment, and where I want to end up is over here. But I also want to go over here and have a look around. I mean, all these little. If I zoom in a little bit, if I go back to the star map, the realistic map, let's click on a random star. Let's click on that one. All these star systems I can visit. All, you know, it's just about exploration, and you know, you can have combat as well, but it's, and can you land on the planets? You can land on the planets. You can even drive around in an SRV on the planets as well. An SRV is like a vehicle, it's like a drivable thingy. So when I first started playing this, I couldn't get into it, and it was like, I don't know, seemed alright game.
Frameshift drive
It's not quite
charging.
what I wanted, but then I started kind of really playing it, and now I'm just like hook, line, and sinker, and I could play it for hours upon hours upon hours. Getting coffee, doing the coffee. I was doing the coffee call last night, you know. I can't drink coffee first thing in the morning, but you don't need coffee. I'll just drink mugs and cups, mugs of it, you see. Mine black with 2 sugars. Lovely, kind of a bitterly sweet. Nemex, you can explore, pirate, trade, fight, trade, smuggle, and just to mention some of the options. Yes, and not to mention you can get multiple ships. You can. I mean, let me just show you mine. This is. Oh, yeah, you can start your commander, so you can obviously. I've tried to make him look a bit
Fuel
like me.
scooping complete.
I mean, what do you think? Yeah, similar? No, didn't think so. I know what you're thinking. He looks slimmer. But yeah, you can get some really nice screenshots. I mean, that is my ship at the moment that I'm flying. It is called. It's a Diamond. Oh, no, it's not. It's not a Diamondback. It's called a Asp Explorer, and I've named it the Astraeus. Is my yeah. But yeah, it's an open world. It's an open, massive online multiplayer game.
Frameshift drive charging.
You can focus on, you know, multiple things to do, and I'm just hooked. And it's one of those games that you can spend so many hours in,
Frameshift drive charging.
and it's just. And the best part about this, this little community of Elite Dangerous pilots, because, or commanders they're actually called, is the demographic of commanders are quite older people like us. I guess really old people like Namex. And I've got to get Namex is unsubscribing now. He's like, nope, he's insulted me too many times now. Gotta go. But no, I've never really come across any toxicity. I'm not saying there isn't any toxicity in this game, but everyone I've spoken to about this game, or has spoken to me about this game,
Fuel scooping
play this
complete.
game, I've always been steady on fella.
Frameshift drive
Have
charging.
always been helpful, polite, and supportive I mean, just yesterday, just my last couple of 3-day stream, I was in a different ship called a Chieftain, and which didn't have a very good jump range, which is what I'm doing this is another very good jump range, and I almost got completely stuck out in the middle of nowhere, you know, and it was like everyone was rooting me to get on, and I had all these other commanders like who was coming out? I had Namex. Did you try and come out to me? I know I had Highland Gunner, who's not around today, apparently, unfortunately. Came out to see me, and you know, because I was determined to get back on my ship alone with the amount of fuel, fuel scooping as well.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I had other people just heading my way. Yeah, that was it. Namex was on the standby, ready to kind of give me fuel, ready to fly. Yeah, that was it. But Highland had got to me. So, you know, everyone was ready to kind of help me out. But I managed to get back to our solar system. I managed to get home safe. And it was like one of those moments where the hero gets home. I had to put some really loud music on and just fly into the station without any problems. And I was just thinking to myself, if I fluffed up the landing, I would not be happy. But no. Right, since we're here, let's have a look at the galaxy, the system map. First discovered by Beetlejuice. What a name for a commander, Beetlejuice. I am cooking my ass. But yeah, you'll see some lovely places, some great scenes, some great nebulas, and
Frameshift drive charging.
no, that's it really. You make it your own. You have a good old, you know. I find this is probably one of the easier games to stream, but it's also probably one of the most challenging games to stream because you actually have to kind of, not saying you don't have the games, you actually have to think of subjects to talk about and really interact with your audience, and it's sometimes you just, you know, you just have to kind of draw people in.
Fuel scooping.
Hey Kempty, how you doing, Kempy? You okay, buddy? You having a good day, are you? Are you playing Elite today? Are you not? Kempty Savannah's a streamer as well. So, but yeah. What are you up to today, Kempy? You good? Having a, you know, what's the weather today where you are?
4, 3, 2,
But yeah, I mean, you know, right now what I'm doing is, yeah, I'm almost at Baron rank. Well, yeah, you're playing with the Empire, aren't you? You see. Oh dear. So you and I are mortal enemies,
fuel
Kempy,
scooping.
because I support the Federation. Well, isn't the Federation aren't all the factions at war with each other, or is it just me? I mean, what's the canon behind the factions themselves? I mean,
Fuel scooping complete.
and why is there what do you call it? Yes, well, some more so load of feds I just wanted an Imperial ship. I do want to get an Imperial ship. I mean,
Frameshift drive charging.
I think it's the Clipper. It's like a nice ship as well. But we'll see what's happening on the 22nd. Is it the 22nd or is it the 28th? That's it. When the new update comes along. And
3, 2,
yeah, you know, the new Challenger comes out. So that's the ship I want to go. Oh, do you want to know something crazy? Yeah, go for it, Savannah. We're all ears for you. I'm especially all ears because I've got my ears on. whilst she's typing up, do you remember yesterday, peeps, in the stream that we had
Fuel scooping.
the developer for Frontier come in? Well, she actually without a laugh, retweeted. Retweeted my my stream,
Fuel scooping complete.
which was really nice of her. And I was like, well, with that Frontier developer that came in yesterday, so I've followed her back. I've added her, you know. That was really nice of her, you see.
Frameshift
Remember
drive
that
charging.
my kitten's playing fetch. She also puts a cat in her hand. Oh, that is so cute. That is. Oh, do you know what? I would love to have a kitten
Ready to engage.
or something like that, but I would find it such a little bit too much. I'd work, and it'd be too cruel because I work at night and I'm out for 12 hours a night. I would love to take it with me. I'd love to take it like a cat or a dog with me, but I wouldn't be able to have an animal because she, you know, it was like it would be too cruel for me to keep a cat in a small flat. I mean, yeah, people keep cats in small flats, it's fine. House cats, but it was like,
Fuel
yeah.
scooping complete.
Right, I woke up and I was super surprised. I bet you were. I really do. I mean, you know, if you go to sleep and there's nothing in your hand, you wake up something in your hand. Yeah. My other half does that all the time. She wakes up and she finds out her phone's in her hand because what I've done is I've thrown the phone at her because her alarm's gone off and said, and she has to turn her bloody alarm off. So I want to get to sleep. She's one of the community folks at Frontier. Couple of cats page. Yeah. Yeah, she was. And she was super lovely. She was. And she mentioned that I'm still new to Twitch and I'm doing very well, and she loves the fact that I interact and how I've got my interaction up, and which was really nice of her. I was really surprised. I was, you know, very humbled, I could say. So, speaking of which,
Fuel scooping.
has anyone tried the new Jurassic World game from Frontier yet? I haven't.
Fuel
I've got it. I've not installed it yet because I'm too busy playing this, amongst other things, and watching other streamers.
Frameshift
That's about it.
charging.
Not yet. I want it. That Savannah, that game's actually made by the people who make Planet Coaster. I would recommend that one. It is a brilliant game to play, but Jurassic World,
3,
it's brilliant. Oh wait, no, Ken just said game as well. Frontier are an awesome company. They really are. And although I've not had a lot of communication with Frontier, but the people I've ran into, like a CEO of Frontier,
fuel scooping.
Waitrose once, a long time ago, have always been polite and they've always been just chatty, and you can tell
Fuel scooping
that
complete.
the developers of, you know, the FDevs, Frontier developers, yeah, they get paid. We all know that they get paid. I mean, they wouldn't do their job if they didn't get paid, but they've got this love for the games that they do. So yes, it is coming, and I did write down the other day when it was. It's either tomorrow.
3, 2, 1.
It's running. I know it runs very soon, and to the 5th. I know it ends on the 5th of next month because my wallet is also you know, my wallet is also Runaway hidden as well. But I will admit to something though. Steam,
Fuel scooping.
unfortunately, when it comes to the sales, there hasn't been. Sorry, I'm a bit hiccupy again.
Fuel scooping.
That Steam hasn't actually grabbed me with its sales on the recent sales recently, so which is a bit of a shame. It really is, because I used to.
Frameshift drive.
I mean, I've got about nearly 400 games on Steam alone, and I feel like, well, you know, although there is a couple of games I do want to pick up. Actually, there is that weird kind of. Oh, I can't remember. It's on my Steam wishlist. I'll check it in a second. I'll tell you what game that I would pick it up. I got a lot last time. Yeah, and your wallet went from lots of money to nothing. We all know that. I always have that issue. I really do. I mean, everyone has that issue. But oh, what I do need to do as well is I need to reinstall 7 Days to Die as well, because that would be quite. I need to go back and have a good old look at that game. Yep. Now I have an excuse. Right. Since we're here, let me just double check something. What that game is on Steam. Where's my wish list? Is it profile? Is it profile activity, community, store, library? There you go, store, wish list. Right, it's on my wish list. And if any of you know what it is called. Oh, apart from 2 Point Hospital. I'll get back to that in a second. Deep Rock Galactic. Looks like a game I will be picking up. Now it's a mix between Left 4 Dead apparently. Oh yeah, you do before 17 comes out. Yes. Or it's at 1.2. What are you currently doing on Elite Dangerous Alpine Alpha? Do you know what? Once we've done this jump, I will explain to you what I'm up to at the moment, what I've done since the update, since my last stream, sorry. If you managed to catch me on Twitter at Alpha Alpine, you would have seen that I tweeted something last night, very late last night, that Monday is when I'm going to start this adventure. Well, I've started a little bit early because I couldn't sleep today. I got so fed up I just went. Right. Basically, Kempy, apart from running away from Commander Norka, who is... There's where Commander Norka is. You remember yesterday where I went to Coal 60 and over here? Well, had a look over here. You're going back to Seoul. Yeah, I reached it. It is on my YouTube page, right near the end of my stream, so you can always catch up on that one. I know a couple of people missed it because they had other things to do. Not that they should, really, because I'm more important than life and stuff. I'm joking. My plan is to head towards the center of the galaxy. That is my location. That is where I want to head to. Alright? And then from there, probably head to Sagittarius A, probably not. Probably have a look around, see what's going on here. Take a different route back to the Sol system and see if I have discovered some new places by myself. But I'm gonna do a 3-day stream again, like I did this previous week. Are there any stations near the centre? Do you know what, Kempy? I have no idea. I haven't got a clue, really. I'll bet you anything, Namex, if you're still here, you can tell us if there is. No worries about it. You can tell us if there is, but if there isn't, there isn't. Colonia is probably the closest, but not really close. Now, where is Colonia? Is it in the direction I'm heading to? And do you think I'll be able to reach it? Or is it not a good idea? And I think this place has got 3 suns. There you go. Triple sunning. Right. Oh wait, hang on. Did I just see something? Oh, leaking jar, and of course, leaking jar. It's more off to the left. Right, okay. Is it worth a visit to Colonia, do you think? Is it not? No.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, left quote unquote. Do you know what, they need a compassing system, they really do when it comes to that map, especially if we're going to talk to anyone. I know we can turn around and say, look, yeah, it's at hit 1490 or something like that, and you can go straight to it because it's not great searching. But you need kind of, it's basically just the Bubble Mark II. Really? So, what? Okay then. Well, that's given me a good idea. That has. In fact, I'm gonna have a look at the thing now. Is it called Colonia on the galaxy map? 'Cause if it is, where is it? Where are you? Colonia. That's it. Colonia.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, gotcha. What I will do then, I will bookmark that, okay, Colonia, and I'll edit that quickly. And what I'll do, on the way back, oh, is that the one where the station with its engine can move on itself? I have no idea. Namex, you're the expert. I just work here. What I will do on my way back towards Seoul, after we've had a few days out in the middle of nowhere, is I will go via Colonia on the way back.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I think that will be an interesting place to go, really. So what I want to do, I want to go through Sagittarius or around Sagittarius, have a see what's up there, find out anything cool, and then head back down. So that will be one of those interesting kind of things, I feel. If you're new to the stream, please comment and say hello and join the conversation. We're just talking about Elite Dangerous, but we can talk about anything that you fancy. Hit follow if you like, if you want to follow, and yeah. If you're a commander when you're flying, if you are watching,
Fuel scooping complete.
let us know what you fly, where you are, and what you're up to. It used to be, but the law is trying to do a long jump to Beagle Point and never arrived. I once trying to go into the centre, but I only gave up like only 29 jumps. I keep getting this bidding on my thing and I cannot remember where it's coming from.
3, 2, 1.
I really can't. Yeah, it does sound a bit like Twitch chat. It does, doesn't it? But I'll get notifications, someone talking to me. It should be on my dashboard just there, which is just underneath the camera. And I've got a horrid camera. I will be updating my camera pretty soon. And I'm looking at, hang on, unless I've got Twitch chat open. Nope, Discord's not even open. I don't have Discord open half the time. Otherwise, I'll end up with people just calling me on Discord like... Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. I will just leave it. I'll find out. Do you know what I'll probably do? I'll find out later when I'm, you know, when I'm meant to be working. I'll probably be like, oh, so that was it, you know. Let's check my phone quickly. Oh, thanks for the retreat, Savona. Thanks so much for that. It's only just come off my phone. But yeah, just for the lovely commanders out there, if you fancy joining me, joining, you know, fancy adding me to your friends list on Elite Dangerous, there's my commander name at the bottom of this lovely thingy. There's my current location, she'll tell you where I am. And yeah, by all means, have fun.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Do you know what, guys and girls, do you know what, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself a drink, so I've got a bit of a dry throat, so give me 30 seconds. Just plug myself in. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back with my drink. Let's go straight into the game. Quick, Commander Norka. Now's a tour chance to catch him up. Now's probably the best time to catch him up. Oh dear. I can just, you know, basically, Zavona, in case you didn't catch it, not Namex, Commander Norka is in my my instance of the game. He's also on my friends list in game, so we can see exactly where I am. And when I left the solar system, which is my home base in this game, he was busy doing a passenger mission. Now he's flying a golden version of my ship that I'm flying at the moment, and he's quite far behind me. He's let's find out exactly where he is in comparison to me, and how far behind he is. He is 1,399. He's catching up very slowly, but yeah, he's trying to catch up to me now. But because I left before he before he knew it, and I was like, boom. He's like, slow down, I can't catch you up, and I don't know if he'll be able to catch me up, so we'll see.
3, 2, 1.
Pepsi Max Cherry. Never had that before. Quite nice, actually. Oh, when I was looking in the fridge, I've just seen what I bought from Tesco's last night, and for my lunch this weekend, I've got a big block of cheese, some honey roast ham, and some bagels, and I'm gonna stick it all in the bagel later, and it's just gonna be for my lunch at 1-2 o'clock in the morning.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I'm looking forward to that. Amongst other things. Yeah. It's nice to kind of, I mean, I used to have sandwiches quite a lot, and I would just get bored of sandwiches. And, you know, you go into the 24-hour shops, and 24-hour Tesco's, and 24-hour Asda's, McDonald's, kebab shops, and, you know, pizza, takeaways, Domino's. Domino's around near me shuts at midnight. And now all you need is some what's it to catch up putting there too. No, okay. No, I've got I've got other crisps. But I'm not gonna crush them in there. But yeah, you can only, you know, some McDonald's I find quite depressing to eat there, and it's like you don't eat there every night, plus you'll get unwell as well. So I do like, and plus with lunch boxes, you know, with a packed lunch, you can stop anywhere, side of the road, tablet on, watching what's on my list? Firefly. Yep, I'm gonna try and watch it and eat anywhere really. But yes, I've got that list, folks, still, of things to watch before I can. Oh man, crushed what's-its ham sandwiches are amazing, and now I want them. Do you know what I had the other day actually, which was a first? Do you know minced? I think it was minced beef.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's minced beef. No, sliced beef. I can't remember what's it called. Ah, no, it's gone out of my mind now. No, I can't remember what it's called now. God, it's a meat thingy, and you can get it in tins. You can get slices of it. Jerky. It's not jerky. No, it's not jerky at all. Oh god, it goes to sandwiches. It's got a load of meats, different meats. It's a reddish colour as well. Oh god, what is it called? It will come back to me at some point, or one of you guys. Oh. No, can't remember what's it called. Giving up.
Frameshift
But
drive
I had
charging.
that with a bit of salad cream. It was absolutely gorgeous. And, oh, loved it. Oh, did you know they're changing the name of salad cream? I read the news the other day. I mean, seriously, you can tell when newspapers are just like haven't got a lot to report on when they have to talk about salad cream changing names. They are changing the name of salad cream to sandwich cream. The reason being because not a lot of people use it on salads. Well, why would they change the name of salad cream? I know they don't use it. A lot of people won't use it a lot on salads, but seriously, I mean, everyone's always known it as salad cream. Do you think it will,
Frameshift drive
you know,
charging.
damage the cells, calling it the cells, calling it something else because people are looking at it like sandwich cream. Ugh. So, you know, it's just why change something that isn't broke? We were talking about that with BIOS updates. Why change something if it ain't broke? Eh? Who knows? Who knows? Right, how far away am I from my destination? Okay, there's 2 suns in this place. We're just going to do a little honk. Right, whilst we're here, let's have a look at the galaxy map. Oh no, it's 3 suns. Fair enough.
Fuel scooping complete.
Jif and Civ. See, that changed when I was quite young. I mean, I'm 33. Sif and Jif, all over again. I thought it was. I couldn't remember if it actually changed, but it did, didn't it? Do you remember why Jif changed to Sif? Hang on, let's just.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, I can't remember why it changed, but it just did. Who remembers? We're talking about food now. We've always gone back to food.
3.
Did anyone ever try the green tomato ketchup that they released? Because I remember about trying it. I remember getting. I mean, I was quite immature at the time. And a bit of green tomato ketchup, getting a tissue, going like that, and just going, ugh! And you would close it and then peel it open in front of someone because I was just so childish back then. But did anyone try it? Because Europeans don't say Jif properly, and I think it meant something not good. Yif. Oh yeah, probably. But that being the case, you know, why? I mean, just
Frameshift drive charging.
thinking about it, Namex. Americans call mum bags fanny packs, don't they? So, and obviously in England, fanny means vagina. So,
4. 3.
isn't that the same, really? Yeah. I don't know why I'm playing with this remote control, because I know it doesn't work, but there's no batteries in it. I know, Savannah. Amazed to see. Amazed. I know, just
Fuel scooping.
when anyone says fanny pack, I mean, us Brits, we have a good old giggle. We do. A little bit of a giggle. That's what's going on. Let's go have a look at the galaxy map quickly.
Fuel scooping complete.
No, still at a point where everyone's discovered. Ooh, that's a different ship. That's a different one, isn't it? I've never seen them playing like that before. All the blue ones, Savona, are the ones apparently I can land on. The large ones don't have blue around them, so I don't think I can land on that. That's a gas giant, that is. Kind of
Frameshift drive
low, but I
charging.
think it's a slang thing. So, I'm trying to think what other words did we say that the Yanks say differently. Got pants and you know, pants in America, it's trousers, whilst in England it's a type of underwear. Here's a little thing for you, right? I mean, I used to play on Xbox Live quite a lot. I used to play, you know, on the, and I would play late at night, late into the evening when I was younger, because, well, you know, college wasn't really that important to me.
Fuel scooping complete.
It was eventually, but I would jump online, and you'd have these voice chats, and it used to be one of those, you know, open chats, and I'll play like Halo Reach, for example, or even Halo 3, or even Halo 2, and you jump on, and you start talking away, and you'll be like, "Oh wow, you're British, aren't you?" And Xbox Live, brave man. The saddest thing is, I still have an Xbox Live. I still have an Xbox Live subscription as well, so the reason I won't get it is I've got a few friends who play Xbox, and I do want to join them on Xbox Live as well sometimes. But they'll say to you, "Oh, you're British, aren't you?" And I'll be like, "Yes, I'm English." And I say, "So do you like a cup of tea then?" Oh god, I sound like a cockney there, didn't I? I can't do an American accent. I was like, well, not really, I can't stand tea. I mean, I'm probably... My other half loves tea. She can drink tea till the cows come home. I cannot stand it. I've got lovely straight teeth as well. But I cannot stand tea. I've tried it so many times, and every time it tastes like rat's pee, and it's always tasted like rat's pee. And people in the chat are going to go crazy, because just like yesterday's chat about things I haven't watched, yeah. Does that make me less British, less English? I prefer, if I was going to have a hot drink, it'll have to be a black coffee with 2 sugars. or even a cup of soup. You can't stand till you hand your brick card back in immediately. Hang on, I always get a reaction on Xbox Live. Oh my god, you're a woman!
Fuel scooping.
I bet, yeah, because most Xbox Live gamers are going to be teenagers between the ages of 14 and 18. And mostly virgins. And don't know what a girl is really. So, do you know what? Since you're talking about brick cards and stuff like that, I earned my man card the other day,
Frameshift drive charging.
and yeah, and they freak out. No problem. No guess. My teeth backing. I'm not surprised they freak out, because, well, you know, I bet they get loads of friends invites when you're on live, because I let my other half, you know, I bet they freak out. Yeah, words law. I bet you get a load of friend invites when they find out you're a woman. I bet you're like, friend invite, because I let my other half don't have it anymore. Well, you probably did get that friend invite. I let my other half jump on my Xbox Live once, right, and she was playing... What was she playing? She was playing Destiny, the first one, because obviously she wanted to get into Destiny 2. And we've got the Xbox Connect as well, my Xbox One. Don't worry, we didn't buy brand new, we bought the Xbox Connect separately for £40. And it's over £100. Good old, yeah, CEX, that's it. And she started talking away. Obviously, you know, with Connect, we've set it up so it just uses that as a microphone. And they were saying, "Oh my god!" And she was just randomly talking about something to me, and I'm just in the kitchen. She was like shouting something to me, and the next thing you hear is blink, 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 blink. Friend invites, because it was a woman. And yet the game, on Alpha 606, the game profile is a bloke.
Fuel scooping.
Looks a bit like me, goatee and everything. So, yeah. But yeah, it is a bit of a Xbox Live Squeaky's paradise. Yes, I'll agree to that. To the point that
Fuel scooping.
I cannot stand squeakers. I really can't.
Frame shift drive.
I mean,
charging.
granted, we were all squeakers at one point, but then again, we probably didn't have internet back then. I mean, I only had internet when I was 13, and even then it was dial-up. And
3, 2,
I think the first game I played online with other people was Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast. Yeah, the Dreamcast. Or, and I think it's about the same time, was the
fuel scooping.
Quake 3 Arena on the Dreamcast. Yes. I had internet, but we didn't have a high def audio, so everyone was a squeaker. Oh dear.
Frame shift drive charging.
Squeakers though. I mean, we all started as squeakers. But oh god, that reminds me. Oh no. When I was younger,
3,
I'm talking about when I was 6 or 7. Probably a little bit younger than that. My mother had a reel-to-reel machine, and you know, it had a record functionality, it had a microphone and everything like that. And I learned the nursery rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish, I like that one. Now, being the little shit I was back then, nothing has changed, to be perfectly honest, has it? What I did is I wasn't even thinking. I kind of
frame shift drive.
I was sat there with this reel-to-reel machine that, you know, my mum had under her bed in her bedroom, and I recorded myself singing that nursery rhyme to myself.
3, 2, 1.
And then I lost it because I didn't realise the rewind button ran the whole thing. So I was like, oh, didn't record it. And it was one of those storybook thingies on the reel-to-reel, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. And she was sat there listening to it one day, and I remember playing with my little toy diecast toy cars. That's right, Savannah. You look. That's alright, sweet pea. I was playing with my little diecast toy cars, and I had loads of them, and you know.
Fuel scoop discharged.
And I remember I was just sitting there, and the next thing I hear is my voice coming over the speakers, and my mum went skits at me.
Frame shift drive charging.
It was just wrong. Just no. And I would never lived that down. Never will I live that down. But you know, just think a 6, 7-year-old me going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Oh dear. Probably the most embarrassing, one of the embarrassing things I've done. Apart from the butterfly. Thank you, Alex, for that.
Fuel
Clipping
scooping.
that. Oh dear, I'm just trying to think, you know,
Fuel scooping complete.
just little anecdotes. Where am I heading to now? Where is... Has he slowed down? Norca, have you slowed down? I mean... Remember, he was 1.4. No, he's still there. He had slowed down a little bit. But he's still catching up. Is it me or is that star system getting bigger and bigger every time we get closer to it in the distance? I mean, that nebula in the middle looks pretty cool as well.
Ready to engage.
Oh, loading destination. I was thinking, damn,
3,
wasn't paying attention there.
1.
Oh, just reading the news here. Hang on, let's have a look at that. Test for EU citizens after Brexit UK. I voted to stay. I did. Right, let's see what these. I want to see what these questions are. Let's see. Doesn't tell me. So I'm just reading really quickly if there's the questions are in this. No, they haven't bothered putting the questions in the thingy. That's a shame. What questions do you think they'll ask? If you've got to ask a European, someone from Europe, after we leave the EU, what do you think questions that they're going to ask if they want to stay in the UK after Brexit?
Frameshift drive
One,
charging.
are you a terrorist? 2, do you want to harm anyone else? And 3, do you want to work full time? Do you actually want to work and not slave off the state? I mean, there are some people. I mean, yeah. Granted, there are some people who can't work because of illness. And, yeah, but you know what I mean. You know that's completely different. I know a few people who can't work due to illness and ongoing injuries. But you know, I think number one should be. But also just the thing about us Brits is we will kind of beat about the bush sometimes. Okay, this is where the Americans have got one up on us. Is the fact is that we will say to them, we won't just say outright, look, are you a terrorist? Yes or no. Okay, done. Americans will say, are you a terrorist? Done. But us Brits will be beating about the bush a little bit and say, have you got any affiliations to Al Qaeda? Or maybe the ISIS
3,
is what we're saying. You just come out of it. Just say, are you a terrorist? Yes, no. No, okay. Although that would be probably more politically correct. Yeah, we are more politically correct. But sometimes I feel that we are a bit too PC.
fuel scooping.
If that makes any sense. You know, we are a bit way too politically correct for our own good. And it delays things.
Fuel scooping complete.
Don't get me wrong, you know, human rights and all, and I believe in the human rights for all. But I'm going to quote it. I'm going to quote it. Yes, I am. I'm going to quote it. Leonard Nimoy,
Frameshift drive charging.
Spock, the late Leonard Nimoy once said it, and I'm going to quote it. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and the one.
4, 3,
Are you a terrorist? Is the dumb question. No, because I'm pretty certain the terrorists. Ah, damn, you got me. Ah, was it the was it the backpack full of explosives? Was that it? No. Right,
fuel scooping.
gotta park up on the planet soon. Drop me a whisper where you can stop for the day, and I'll try to meet up with you. Alright, okay. I will be stopping the stream in about soonish, because I do want to have a shit shower shave before and get my uniform on and get ready for work, and then start dinner before Katie comes home. So I've got a couple of hours. So yeah, but they are way more straightforward about it. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. You see. And did you hear that President Trump has been elected for the Nobel Peace Prize? I mean, really? Oh yeah, he's done a lot of North Korea now. But think of it this way: when he was elected, was it a couple of years ago now? There was things saying not my president. There was people protesting against it. But now he's been elected for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Fuel scooping.
Well, we didn't see that coming. I personally didn't see that coming. I really didn't. But yeah, what I am going to do, I do want to find a planet just to settle on. And I'll probably do that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Not in this system, I'll probably do it in the next system or the system
Frameshift
after.
drive charging.
How many jumps have we done today? 511. We started off at 670. So that's, we've gone quite a fair way
3,
out of
1.
the solar system, out of the bubble. I guess that's a good thing. I guess that's just 'cause good things are really mentioned. Obama got it for literally nothing. Don't rate the Nobel Peace Prize, not at all. I only really recognise science ones. Yeah, I will reckon. I didn't realise Obama got it. No, I did not realise that at all. So, I could be wrong. I didn't know. I didn't even realise that. That is a plan.
Fuel scoop
Surface map.
complete.
Right. Ooh. Unexplored. This whole place is unexplored. I want to get it here before.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh yeah. Virgin system. Hey. Now, do I need to scan the sun? Don't I? That's what I need to do. Pretty ironic. After all those drone strikes, yeah. Right. Well, let's scan the sun. Move away from the sun. Turn around. Scan the sun. I know, right? Oh dear. Do you know what, Namek? What I'll do is I will land on the planet where I am at the moment. I will send you a message. In a whisper or on the games or something like that. I'll probably do it in a whisper so you can click and paste. So, and if any of you do want to join me, from Monday is where this will be setting off from, and I will be landing. I'll give you an idea exactly where I'll be landing. However, I think he got not long after his first election, the first one. Oh Jesus, spelling isn't my thing. It's a bit like me yesterday, a bit like me last night. You just when you're typing, are you actually on the computer or are you typing on the phone or a tablet? Because I tend to watch streamers on my tablet if I'm not on my PC, and I will always mess it up. Even when I'm on my PC, I'll mess my spelling up all the time. Right. We are going to land. Oh, I'm going to shoot past the planet. Loop of shame, everyone. Loop of shame. There we go. Let's scan the planet first. So, on PC, just playing and typing at the same time doesn't help. Fair enough. But if you guys do want to join me on my adventure to the stars, add me, Commander Alpha 6006, and I'll be landing on the Blue EQ MM1 B2401. And obviously, if you guys are watching, and if you got you'll be able to see exactly where I'll be landing, and you'll see where exactly where I'll be spawning. So that is the music playing, by the way, with that voice is. It's nothing to do with the G thingy. Commander Norca's gone offline. Norca! He's gone offline. Right. This looks like a very odd looking planet. Are those canyons I can see from up here? They're just rivers. Good time. RL takes over for a while. Real life takes over for a while. No worries. Norca, you'll be able to see where I land, and I'll send you a message of my longitude, latitude, as well as exactly where I've landed. Alright. Just go over to school. I thought it'd be kind of, the terrain will be deeper than that. Oh well. Now, how did Janeway say on Voyager? Grey alert? Blue alert to land? Glide engaged. I always feel that I'm going to smash into the surface of the planet. I really do. We are gonna land. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just a nice planet. Yeah, it's a nicey planet. Well, somewhere to chill out, you could say. The reason I'm going a little bit slowly to land is because I've got no shields. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should have brought shields with me next time. Alright, let's slow it right down. 200 meters. 100 meters. Blue alert, that's it. There we go, line up, line okay, and 30 meters, 20, 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2. Wow. Well, that was fun. Engines are off. I'm almost camouflaged, really, aren't I, on this planet? Almost go. Oh, there, look. Not quite, but almost. I just love the detail that goes into these ships and games. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it there for now until Monday. Monday afternoon. I know I said 1 o'clock, but it might be a bit late. It might be a bit earlier thinking about it, depending if I can. Cause I've got a very long phone call on Monday morning, and yeah, if I can get sleep or you know. But yeah, if you're on my Twitter, please by all means join me on Twitter. Oh dear. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next chapter.